Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to DK64 Randomizer Season 4 Tournament. We are in a Winners Round 2. Oh boy, we got a good matchup for you tonight. We got some Quebecois. We got a Quebecois clash. I came up with that one, prepped it, and then just butchered it off the rip. We're living the dream here. We got Eternal versus Obiyo. One will advance into Winners Round 3, which is pretty good. We'll get the numbers on that in a second. Hang on, please hold. I'm crumbling. I am Larock. I'll be on the mic for you tonight, and I'm joined by K-Man. How you doing, Chief? Save me.
Morning, everyone. Morning, Larock. Yeah, we got Eternal versus Obiyo. This, out of all the round twos that are kind of forming together, I think we have like one or two that are maybe undecided, but I think this might be one of the best round two matchups that we have in the tournament series right now. I honestly think this one could go either way, and I know this is a brave statement, but it's going to depend on the seed, who I think can be the advantage here.
As it turns out, whoever wins, it depends on the seed.
I know. People can argue with me on that one, but I mean, both these players have been playing a lot. I would say that Obiyo probably has the advantage if it's one of the more straightforward, super fast seeds. But if we get a lot more of that like season 4 sort of complexity and it starts to get sort of ugly, I do think Eternal kind of has the edge on those types of seeds.
We shall see. We shall see indeed. So the winner goes to winner side top 16. So a lot on the line here. And we got to look at our start here to get an idea of just how much danger we're coming into. Well, that's certainly a fair bit of danger on that track. Nice. You love that.
You gotta love the one-wing Kong.
Holy moly. We got a rocket barrel, we got a monkey port, we got vines. Not bad. Vines isn't
not bad.
Not particularly useful. It kind of solves a couple like mini game problems. Rocket barrel's pretty awesome actually. Love having that.
Yeah. I would say it sort of depends on the level that you get. Maybe we'll get an early Aztec, maybe an early Castle. The other two, yeah, it takes a while for them to come online. I mean, Vines is great for mini games. You're less likely to get 2%ed going for some early bonus barrels. Port might be your access to Creme. That's probably the best it can do for you. But without Tiny, we're not going to know that for a while.
Monkey Port's a difficult item. Monkey Port's a difficult item to skip. If you need it, you need it. There's only like one thing you can get out of logic with it.
Yeah, I think the Ferry and Castle is the only thing that you might be able to skip Port on.
Pretty much. I'm just going to say that confidently and not expect anyone in the chat to correct me. See if we can get off to a good start.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, otherwise, I'd say it's pretty decent start. Doesn't really change your opener that much. But yeah, the only thing that might come into play is that if we do get an early Shockwave, that Vines does let you get to Horde. But yeah, outside of that, I wouldn't really say the start is super notable.
It's average, I think. Missing Funky, but that's fine. Just average.
That's fine.
That's totally average. It's like the middle of the road.
Yeah, and considering the last seed I played, I will take Funky missing over Cranky any day.
You get some good, you get some bad. Rocket Barrel, you want to see Rocket Barrel like pretty much every time on this screen. Vines and Monkey Port, you can take it, whatever. Pretty mid-tier moves, utility out of them, but like that's what I mean. Like this is a perfectly average start. You get some good, you get some bad, and we'll see if this seed is good or bad. We're about to find out. They are about to get kicked off here.
Yeah, I think they'll be going
like
in the
20
next...
seconds.
Yep, 10 seconds.
Go.
Oh, and a wayward chat from Obiyo.
Nice.
Hopefully that overlay will, hopefully won't see a lot of noise on there.
Comes the timer. Bang, off we go. Alright. What's our opener here?
I assume it's just going to be the standard, check. Odd that Obiyo doesn't even peek the feather cage there, but
what an
ends up just being
beast.
a crown.
He does not care. I mean, it's garbage, so he saved time. Huge.
He smelt the crown and was like, nope, not going anywhere near there. And we have a level 3, a 0 B locker, even though you have a Sphere 1 or a Sphere 0 GB. That's pretty interesting.
Wow.
I think that was Tiny found by DK in caves.
Okay. Yeah, that's something. Hey, I can enter this Galleon, so... And we're
I don't think you want to get into this Galleon, really. Like, even if you without diving or coconut and DK, like Galleon, I check level 3 all the time if there's an opener Galleon.
Hang on, we just got spat out by these shops. Did these shops deliver anything? Because we need a key 1 in a shop. And if it's not in these 2 shops, then we can't buy because we don't have Funky. This Bongo's out of storage is nice. Did these shops have key 1? Oh, it just sells Donkey. Oh, wow. Was that a key?
Oh, yep. That looked like a key on Candy Diddy. So I think key 1's free.
I'm like scrunching my neck trying to see under the top of the screen and it's not giving it to me. All right. So we got sightings on both, so that's nice and easy. Castle Surroundings for key 4. Nice and easy. We got an easy Kasplat hinted in Castle, so Castle's looking pretty nice wherever that turns up. Could be our level 2, maybe.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I don't think we're going to be able to go into Galleon immediately after Factory here. We might be able to get the GBs, but I assume we're just going to immediately check what level 2 is. And I think unless Galleon gets a super mega path, we're going to just be going to whatever our level 2 is.
Good thing you tried your luck with Donkey Kong. $1, Bob. I stole it. I stole the bit.
Come on, Cranky. I think your grandson is worth a little more than that. Really? You'd sell him for just $1?
That worthless, I don't even know what he says anymore. That bum. All he does is roll around.
Well, you love an early Kong. That brings the believers one step closer to feeling good about the seed. But obviously, it doesn't matter until we get the last Kong in our family.
Bongo's is pretty nice too, with Factory Lobby just right outside. Could be something there. Logically dependent on grab, but who cares? We'll take what we can get. Just something.
Yeah, with Diddy, you can just easily get up there. I expect they'll probably just exit level and then just go quickly check the Bongo pad before going back to Isles.
Could maybe get some Bongos value out of Galleon too, but it's a little hard to say. You can get great Donkey value out of Galleon though. Opening up the Lighthouse would be big with like Rocket Barrel to work with, and maybe Diving turns up. Galleon was fairly cheap.
Yeah.
Galleon was fairly cheap at 8, so it seems pretty likely we're going to end up there fairly soon. I think there might be another level in between, probably this level 2 that Key 1 unlocks, but we'll see. I didn't see who buys.
Yeah,
who buys the Key 1?
It's Diddy. I assume, like, what I would do in this situation, which is what I think they're both doing, is just do a full, like, run-through of Factory. Get all the coins that you can. There's so many coins in Factory. You're going to end up with, like, you know, at least 15 with Diddy, and then just end your trip back at the shops to purchase your Key 1.
You can't do anything with the Key immediately. You can do a lot of stuff with Donkey immediately. You can do...
Oh, you can roll around immediately. That's a big one.
Yeah, you can roll around. You can get, like, counting immediately, which seems pretty good to me. He missed a hint. He didn't get the, he hasn't got the Galleon Lobby one, but maybe he did. No, he got the Galleon Lobby one. Obiyo hasn't seen Galleon Lobby yet, but I definitely don't. Or I definitely love just going into Factory as soon as you see that it's accessible. You don't need that one hit Galleon Lobby. You're gonna come back for it anyway. Who cares?
Yeah, especially like when you see a 0 B locker. I don't know if Obiyo saw the GB in front of the Japes lobby, but that sort of signals to me like this is probably going to be the only level I can enter, and you might as well just go ahead and enter it because you just want to get your information as fast as possible.
It isn't.
And spending time to go to the third lobby and then realize, yep, I can't go in there, and then going back to the first waste time.
Technically speaking, it doesn't have to be your logical first level, but it'd be pretty surprising if it wasn't. If it's a 0 B locker in CLO.
Yeah, I would say it's maybe like 9. It's like 9 to 1, like not being able to enter your. Or only being able to enter the level that has a 0 B locker.
Or rather, if the more interesting item is in the next one. But anything that's free to get into is probably gonna have some good stuff. A very pink counting game. There you go. Wait, is there a key on that ferry? I didn't even notice.
I don't know.
Oh my god. Blanky's got a potion on Funky. Okay, who caught the level? I missed the level. Where's Funky? We need that man. Or we might need that man. Hard to say. He's an Aztec somewhere? Alright.
Aztec.
Great. Just another something to work with. That is a key on that ferry. Wow, key 5. Fantastic.
Alright, we'll be leaving the level of key 5 and key 2. That probably gives us a lot of flexibility potentially for which levels we're going to be able to enter next. I think, like, if you find Castle, it seems like Castle seems to be the great level to go to next, but it's probably going to depend on your B locker. So I would not be surprised if they sort of go out of their way here to build up their GB bank, just to make sure they kind of have the selection of level that they want, since they're going to be leaving with 3 levels of keys.
Yeah, that certainly makes things a little more complicated and probably just like puts off Galleon. I mean, it could just be the Galleon isn't all that great. Maybe diving is not so nice. Oh, look, a terrible donkey hint. Had to turn up somewhere and probably was going to be early.
The Tudo special.
Yeah, the useful hint after you get it. Oh, and we're also going to get a key 5 and storage hint. That's hype. Or maybe we'll get a camera hint. That might actually preclude it, which would be pretty nice.
Yeah, we haven't seen the storage hint yet. I don't know. It could be in Galleon, like your key 5 hint.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, it could be in level 2 as well.
Oh yeah, it could be. So.
Oh, actually, yeah. Pause exiting and returning is faster. You could do factory lobby while you're here, but whatever. Do that after. Doesn't really matter. Not a big difference. Usually, the big gaps you see in time come from like larger macro routing rather than micro routing. So, like, if you like roll past something and forget it, it's like best time to fix your mistake is just at earliest convenience. I'll just do that. No problem. That's fine.
Yeah, I would just make sure that you do it, because even if it's a GB, like I said, like I think knowing that you have all these levels you're going to be able to select from, I think you want to be leaving these levels with as many GBs as possible.
It's also not in logic, so who cares? Like, if it's just not in logic, then like whatever.
I'm just saying, if it's a GB, it's a fast GB,
yeah.
And anything that increases your odds. But yeah,
Something.
The odds of it being a super useful item right now, probably not that high without grab.
And it was easy enough to just buy key 1, so life is good. Can't get into Galleon yet. 5 on one side, 4 on the other. We got our option of level 2, level 6, or level 7, all of which are in logic. Castle's level 2. This is we very much want to get in here.
Yeah, I think with the hints we have so far, if you can get into Castle, I think you just walk right in.
Nothing interesting in the bonus bar on top of Castle Lobby, so I think we're going to punt on it. And 2 to get in is a yes, sir. Sign me up. I'll take 1 ticket, please. Cha-ching.
Absolutely.
Ooh, Eternal opting for this bonus barrel for a GB. He's much more aggressive in tracking down GBs, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I'd be doing right now, because I think you want your selection of level here. I mean, he doesn't know that Castle is just 2 to get in, and I think at this point, Castle is probably your desired level. All
right, big info on that hint right there. Cave's Funky Diddy, which confirms that we need Funky, wherever he is.
Well, he's in Aztec somewhere. We'll just have to see where.
Really a shocker.
But
kind of would have been nice to, would have been nice to check the snide hint while we're in Castle right up top.
Yeah, it would have been nice for us, so that we could start cooking over here.
That's fine.
I feel like if Eternal ends up going into Castle, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be checking that snide hint. You don't get a much more convenient snide location than a spawn at the top of the castle right next to him.
Mm-hmm.
But Obiyo, I guess, just deciding, I won't worry about the Helm order until I'm getting closer to getting into Helm. And yeah, Eternal just being way more thorough here, deciding to check the bongo pad here. I like this, even if it's just a GB, which unfortunately it's not a GB, it's just a fairy. But it's just a fast check, an additional GB, just more options early game here. But I would be surprised if he doesn't end up also selecting to go into Castle right now with the Kasplat currently hinted way of the Horde.
Yeah, the one outside Candy's way of the Horde, so that's going to be our... That's going to be a big ticket item, hopefully. Best case scenario, that's like a diving. I'd love to see that. Just to make things weirder, it could just be another key randomly. Oh, speaking of random keys, okay.
Random key in the surroundings here.
That's key 4, probably. I manifested that one into existence. You're welcome.
A lot of early keys. This is sort of both... Oh my goodness, Eternal. We all get one, don't we?
You know, he's going to the underground first. It's fine. He's looking for the way of the Horde here. This is
true.
Trust.
Although it's the one near Candy's, not the one down here.
Just trust the process. Don't worry about
it. Okay. Well, while Eternal's going through the interesting routing decisions, I do agree it's probably just key 4 here. It's hinted castle surroundings. We're gonna get a lot of keys and a lot of level access super early. We're basically only diving away, assuming this is key 4, we're only diving away from having access to all of our levels, barring being able to get all the GBs to enter. Which is both a blessing and a curse, I find, because on one hand, you get kind of the level access and the level order that you want. On the other hand, that does massively increase your surface area when it comes to the items you need to get your Kongs. I believe that was a testing the 7 and freeing Kongs.
Nice. I mean...
I don't think we've gotten anything out of testing yet.
No. Interesting.
Other than a key, but it wouldn't be pointing to the key.
Right. We're still waiting on that key 5 hidden testing, but the second item there is interesting because that's a lot of the times mini locked or spring locked, which could get weird.
Well, I think Eternal did the bonus barrel on top of the block tower, so I think it is definitely mini and feather locked. I think that dartboard or the fairy has to have something.
Interesting. Okay, I'll have to keep an eye on that, especially if like a tiny kit roll hint turns up. That'd be nice. Did we get a chunky hint too? Did I just like completely space that one? I'm all over the place.
I don't know, I'm getting too distracted here by all the routing. I haven't been able to see quite all the...
Castle's like the most chaotic level to watch because nobody does it the same. You will never get 2 runners doing it the same way. Oh, a mini monkey way of the horde. That's a pretty strong hint. The supply in your painting room. Wow, a mini way of the horde is just like... That's certainly pointing to the dartboard, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean. Because we think it's on the dartboard, and it's to free Kongs, it's going to get you chunky, which means you're going to need to find tiny first. That's another piece of the puzzle. You got to find tiny and then probably feather as well. Well, definitely feather. Good luck doing the dartboard without it.
Yeah, so I don't know. We currently just don't have any information on the whereabouts of either tiny or chunky. Or feather, for that matter. So it could be a while before we find chunky. Me just sprinkling any sort of hope for doubters. But I don't know. I gotta feel like they probably sort of thought, okay, I definitely need that feather bow. Because there's basically nothing else left in testing.
That'd be nice for sure. Tiny's found by Donkey in caves, which, given that we have bongos, that's like great.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow, a key is way of the horde. That's a shocker.
Well, these hints are kind of ended up looking to be kind of simple here. It looks like DK Diddy for Helm.
And we've already got bongos. I mean, is this just a jumbo jet? Are we looking at that?
Well, okay.
Things are falling into place real quick. We haven't even seen any K roll hints, which is crazy.
That's kind of pretty crazy, yeah, because, I mean, if we had a chunky phase, the odds of us not finding a chunky phase hint yet is pretty low.
Yeah.
And we already started with Rocket Barrel if it's a Diddy phase, so it might just be, if there is a Diddy phase, we'd only be looking for Peanut. And then Mini Monkey was just Sphere Zero as well, so if it's a tiny phase, we wouldn't really have any K Rool hints for that either, so...
Not gonna catch a ton of hints, yeah. So it could just be a situation where it just turns out that things are kind of sneaky. Things might be sneaky, like that Dirt Patch on Cabin Island. We gotta keep an eye on that guy. He's got a potion. Jape's level 5. You're not getting in there anytime soon. 25.
Ooh, Jape's 25
hey, well, we were looking for it. We found it. Camera. Camera. Key 3, 5, 7, 8. Donkey phase, Diddy phase, Kongs. All right, there's our monster hint of the day.
Well, glad we found one of them.
It took a photo.
But it does confirm.
It confirmed took a photo of 5. 7 and Kongs means it probably takes a photo of your feather, which probably rules out Tiny K Rool. That seems decently likely.
Well, it could be if the Fairy testing itself, it wouldn't be path to Feather, it would be path to the Fairy testing.
Oh. Yeah, well, yeah, that's for key 5, yeah. Which makes sense. And
well,
then,
I'm saying, like, factory testing to 7 and Kongs. Like,
yeah,
that could be
that hit lines up, and that's what I'm thinking. Like, it'll get you whatever you need. The last thing you need for the dartboard, which is Feather. It all makes sense.
Well, it's not guaranteed to get you Feather, but...
No, I'm pretty good about it right now. At least this is my conditional read early. Hard to say, though, given that it blocks so much stuff, apparently. Like, are you going to take a photo of key 3 as well? Maybe get a photo of Blast somewhere? Tough to say.
Yeah. Well, it does confirm we have a DK phase and a Diddy phase, so each of those right now we're only one item out from being able to get.
Pretty nice. There's our guitar. Okay. I mean, everything's just gonna fall into our lap, I guess.
Just spoon feed us everything.
Wow, baby seed. Holy moly. We have a Way of the Horde Kasplat on the night door, by the night door. We're just cruising. Everything's just coming up fast.
Yeah, everything showing up Sphere 0 is, I don't know, it does sort of mean that, like, at this point, I might start thinking, all right, just grab any and every GB, because it might not be a complicated seed. I might not have a lot of time that I need to solve stuff. So, like, definitely in Obiyo's shoes, you gotta be thinking, like, all right, any and every GB, bonus barrel GBs, just, like, start grabbing everything.
Really worth considering. You might have been thinking that anyway, but everything's just turning up. Maybe the top of the let's just put something on the top of the mushroom anyway. Why not? Yeah, okay, not so fast. There's a lot of slam stuff in Forest. Red slam could cause problems, but hard to say right now.
I mean, we don't really have. Ooh, okay. Here come all the complicated hints. 3478 DK Diddy Kongs.
Interesting. What do you combine with camera and rocket?
That's a good question. Diddy 5-door upper?
Upper cabin? That's a lot of stuff. That would also include the guitar that we just bought.
Yeah, include the guitar, rocket, a wayward spring somewhere.
We haven't even seen caves yet either.
No, but I mean, like, they have so many levels they haven't even peaked yet. Like, we still haven't seen level 6, and we have access to that. Haven't seen level 5. Oh, yeah. Wait, level 5 is Jape, sorry.
It would only cause problems if it were, like, diving locked. I think it's more likely there's, like, some combination of stuff here. Putting it exactly on upper cabin seems like a little bit hasty right now. Has camera gotten us anything? I don't think it has. And Rocket Barrel hasn't gotten us anything either. Or at least no... oh, jeez.
Nothing outside of a key.
Yeah, no non-key.
Sprint Way of the Horde.
Yeah, that's a little spicy. Okay. Now we're all right. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. What's going on here? Hang on there, buddy. What is that?
I don't know. I'd be kind of interested. Like, if you got that, would you just go Prison Isle? Just see if it's just a simple sprint check there.
It's pretty tempting. I mean, there's not a ton of sprint checks, and you have Lanky, and that's sufficient for most of them, as it turns out. Not many.
Yeah.
There's not many that need more. You have like Sprint Cabin and like
Sprint Cabin, Beetle Race, Ranky Mausoleum.
Well, they could do depending on. I guess it depends if Caves is 4 or 6. They could just do the Beetle Race right now by flipping into it. Not really worried too much about it.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Dark Rafters is actually kind of tempting because it's got a fairy in it. Any fairy is fair game here. You got to be thinking about like maybe like Thornvine Barn too, but excellently done by Eternal. That was like second try, which is magnificent.
Yeah.
And it's junk. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, game. Very cool. Love that for us.
I think it's one fast GB. For second try, that's a pretty quick GB. It's better than bonus barrel.
Meanwhile, Obiyo is just going to go turn the lights on with the guitar he's got.
Fair enough.
Order of operations, it seems. Going Mushroom first seems, it's got a tiny boost here. I don't think it's even that crazy or significant. Going Mushroom first makes a lot of sense, too, because you have a Rocket Barrel, and you can just blast the top to skip the climb.
Right. Yeah, and without Chunky, that climb is really not appetizing whatsoever.
Yeah. Alright, Thornvine Barn area. Oh, I guess we can't do Thornvine Barn without Red Slam. Oh, well, okay, let's just... Here we go. Let's just do that.
Okay, there's our feather.
Let's just do that. Let's just put it all right in our laps. There's a feather. Got a slam hint to work with. I mean, who knows if we need that. Forest or caves. Interesting, because forest is the red slime level, so... Not likely that one slam locks the other at that point. Kind of depends on where... Well, there's not even that many slam checks in caves.
Yeah, I think there's... Is there just a grand total of 2? The 2 at the castle?
There's 2 at the igloo. That's it, or 2 at the castle. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the only issue being that the Beetle race is one of those. So if that is our answer for sprint, then we could be looking for
that's true.
A slam there.
I have to say though. What is that? Hang on, that's a potion. Double take. Is that blue?
Yeah, I can never tell between blue or purple. Usually when I peek that, I'm just like, yep, it's a dark potion.
I think it's blue. We're gonna need our forensic experts on that. There's a potion on top of the beanstalk. Survey says blue. All right, amen.
Well, the problem is that if that's trombone, that locks... Well, you can get mausoleum without it, but... Well, actually, if it's grape, that's probably worse, because that locks, like, 2 of your 4 sprint checks.
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad. that's not great. Could just be O-stand, and you don't really have to worry about it. I have to assume that. You kind of have to put that in your notepad of your mental calculus here. Okay, wait. Yeah. Okay, Stormy Tunnel, Key 7, and Kongs. That's interesting. What do you get out of testing that does that?
Could it be O-stand for the bonus barrel?
Yeah, you could skip O-stand off of, like, the dartboard fairy. That'd be nice. Also, we're noting
either that or it's coconut.
Caves is level 6. It might need a blue slam if we want to do, like, the Beetle race. So we're not going to know what the Beetle race item is quite so fast, so we won't get an easy sprint solve immediately. I really want to see the prison, actually. I'm kind of surprised that Obiyo didn't run there with the sprint immediately.
I sort of understand it. Like, at this point, you have so many levels, you kind of have that opportunity to just grab all your hints as fast as possible and just start making sure that, like, there aren't any massive curveballs. Especially, like, now seeing that we have 2 massive paths with camera and rocket.
Or we keep it simple and Chad boomed me again. Prime Isle is foolish. Forget about it. We ain't doing that.
Oh, Prime Isle foolish. Okay.
I've been boomed for not. I've been boomed for not the last time. Nevertheless, caves. Caves has 5 hints. I mean, you made a great case. Just get more hints. Get some info. We'll see what we can work with here.
Just get all the info you can, and then you can sort of start understanding, like, how complicated seed's going to be, which helps you sort of, like, pace your GBs against your progression in the seed.
You're not getting away with upper cabin yet. We do need spring for that. Let's take tunnels for a potion. Oh, who knows about that? Way too early to call here. But you really want to do a bunch of DK stuff here. You can do rotating cabin is the dream to try and find Tiny here.
Igloo does free comms.
Oh. Interesting. So you're probably going to get, like, an instrument out of the Stormy Tunnel to convert into Kongs. You could also get, like, coconut and off, like, the dartboard, and then you do, like, the Stormy Tunnel fairy. So, like, skipping the dartboard is still a little spicy. If it's O-stand, you obviously want to skip it. But if it's coconut, that's pretty good, and really you definitely can't get away with skipping that one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, well, okay. It's not going to be for getting Tiny, because Tiny is needed to get that check.
On top of that, Tiny's not.
I'm trying to think, like,
Tiny's not here, which is a little awkward. Instead, we get a red potion, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, this could be our spring, and maybe that helps us get our massive path here. Maybe it is upper cabin.
That would help. Not having any guns prevents you from doing Donkey's 5-door temple, which is really awkward.
Yeah, not having any guns kind of sucks here.
Like oranges. And it's simply the spring. We're getting the information, or we're getting the items faster than the hints can shovel information at us, which is crazy because the hints are throwing tons of information at us. But a spring...
Yeah, at this point, like, you got to be beelining to Diddy 5-door upper.
Upper cabin's looking real spicy, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna get something for 3-7.
Hopefully.
DK, free Kongs.
I mean, technically speaking, it doesn't have to. It could just be like blast here, and then blast gets you key 3, and then you need camera rocket for something else. I don't know.
I'm trying to think of. I don't know a lot of, like, intersections between camera and rocket.
I feel like it seems like camera's gonna get you a bunch of stuff, or like one will get you something that can then work with the other. Because all it takes is like rocket to like get you like, I completely blanked on counterexample, sacks or something, or diving or something. Like get you a ferry and a galleon instead, and then you're good to go. Or like, rocket gets you. Rocket would get you sacks, and then you do the ferry there, and you're good to go. Or camera gets you peanut, and then you combine like one of the billion peanut rocket checks.
Very fair. So it's not guaranteed to be a super massive item, but it's very likely at the very least.
Obiyo drifting away from the cabin is a little interesting. I feel like this is feels like a prime time. Like even if I don't know why I'm not in love with upper cabin, but I should be. I don't know why.
I don't know. I would expect Eternal to do it moment he gets spring, but yeah, kind of interesting. I don't know. Like we don't have any info on bongos, right? Like it wouldn't be not path to anything.
We know we need it for Helm, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. That's a tiny phase hint. Here we go. This is our mini. So Castle Underground mini, key 3, key 7, key 8. Any more?
Diddy Tiny Kongs?
Diddy Tiny Kongs. All right. Which makes
mini makes a lot of sense there, especially dartboard for 7 free Kongs. Clearly for tiny phase. Though the 3 in Diddy is pretty interesting.
3, 8, and Diddy.
3, 8, and Diddy for mini.
I mean, it could be like, I try to like shove BFI in here, but like I'm sure there's like mini locked fairies in places.
That is true. I mean, like combining with camera at that point is not that hard.
Tiny's 5-door temple plus mini. But then we already have that Zahedi Fair rocket in there. I don't know. Whatever we get out of the sprint cabin or spring cabin is kind of huge. I feel like it's becoming increasingly large in my mind.
Yeah. Or I don't know. We find a wayward Sax, and then it's Beetle race gets us something that can get us a ferry.
And he's a
temple 3 in Kongs.
He's got a lot of checks, and it's really inconvenient that you don't have Tiny to start checking them. So we need Tiny to turn up. So let's open up the igloo, pop open DK's cabin or igloo, and just see what's going on here. Best we can do at the moment, I suppose. Well done. We have igloos to Kongs. I have really no idea what that's going to be. That's going to have to combine with whatever our testing or stormy tunnel item is, which is weird.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if that does. Would that combine with anything else? I guess, like, because. No, it wouldn't, because we definitely need to get Tiny before we can get Chunky. I'm trying to think if, like, this helps DK find Tiny. Like, if it's, like, a coconut for his metal or blast for his metal or something. It wouldn't be blast. Blast would be path to something else.
You really want to see blast, though, that's for sure. All right. Is Tiny in here? Anything? Bueller? That looked like a blueprint.
It could be.
I got like
so hard to see this peak here.
I got like half a pixel at an awkward angle. I'm sure it's something better than that. It is Tiny! Yay! Alright, so Randomizer Strong Kong for Tiny, so it could just be like Hong Kong's in the blue area somewhere. No idea where. Maybe it's like triangle locked or something easy.
Well, it wouldn't be triangle locked if Tiny locks Chunky. Probably like Diddy's 5-door, I would think. And just Barrels is also somewhere.
Could be Barrels locked, yeah.
It could be that Barrels is our path to key.
Key 7? Oh no! Please don't make Barrels path to key 7. That would be horrible.
No, because hold on, Tiny locks that path through testing, so it wouldn't be that.
Well, it could be though, right? Because like it could be like Barrels is our stormy tunnel item or something.
I mean, it could be if I'm wrong about like Diddy 5-door Igloo having your Strong Kong. But I mean. Nothing. I guess if that's an incorrect assumption, I guess that it could totally be.
It's not Tiny's.
All of it past the Barrels.
It's not Tiny's. It's not DK's. Where is that Strong Kong? That's weird. It could be that whatever's in the Eagle area is actually for getting Chunky, which would get weird. That would get really weird really quickly, but possible, I suppose. Remains to be seen. We'll have to wait and see, I suppose. I think the big rush right now then is, I guess you just want to go back to factory and check the dartboard. I feel like, okay, well, first off, you want to check whatever's in Spring Cat or Diddy's upper cabin. Seems like the nice confluence of camera and rocket. That's like the only thing we can think of.
Is Eternal also skipping the 5-door upper?
Camera rocket also would combine in Tiny's igloo as well.
Yeah, if we find that like rocket gets you sacks, that would combine pretty well.
Foolish Cremile. Sprint cage is nothing. I don't hate doing this anyway though. It's pretty fast GB.
Yeah, it's a fast check. You get to see, you get 1 GB potentially, and you get to see what the dirt is as well. So
it's all foolish though. So you're
not
like,
the worst thing in the world.
You're basically committed to GBs there, so maybe he's thinking he needs like a few more. Is he maybe like trying to push into Japes?
Yeah, we do need 25 to get into Japes, and right now he's sitting at 20 GBs with 2 blueprints to turn in, so he does need to scrounge up 3 extra GBs or blueprints.
Look around here. Would be great value to see Blast on this pad. It's Balloon. Ooh. Okay, so that's another question mark. We need Balloon for key 8. Back to fact. Here we go.
Yeah, I'd expect at this point he's probably going just to see what the dartboard or the dartboard fairy has.
Let's take a look at our favorite hit detection wheel. You're wondering, wow, favorite hit detection wheel. What's your least favorite hit detection wheel? It's the same one. There's only one.
There's only one. It occupies both spaces. I don't really find it to be that bad, to be honest. It's only when I'm on restream that it becomes bad hit detection. Oh. Every other time, I'm pretty good at it.
Oh, brother, you have no idea. The feather sprite is all the difference. It actually is just like a cursed feather sprite in the vanilla game makes it impossible. Or at least just makes it like just a coin toss whether or not your feather actually hits the one you're aiming at. The new feather simplifies things a lot. It like consistently hits, which is unbelievable, I know, but it hits where you're aiming at. Unbelievable. Who knew that's a practical feature on guns?
Well, it wouldn't. I don't know. It wouldn't affect your shot afterward. Like, it's only what you see after you've already shot it, and by the time you've shot it, it's already it's been determined whether it's going to hit the dartboard at the right spot or not.
Yeah. It certainly makes the timing just intuitive, rather than you just kind of have to like learn the nonsense of good hit detection wheel.
But you know, if it makes people more confident that they're going to hit their shots, then I suppose that's not worth nothing.
I mean, the original sprite oscillated, man. It's crazy. I completely missed that hit on the first pass. The Llama Temple, key 3 and Kongs, which is what?
I think that fits pretty well with Mini, like if it's the Blue Kasplat or the Lava Pedestals. That does mean that our camera and our rocket need to find us blast before we can consider that, though.
Was that key 3 Kongs or key 3?
Key 3 and free Kongs.
That was key 3 Kongs. Okay.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, and it's worth noting the funky potion in caves that we know to be Way of the Horde is in fact a potion. It's not anything else. So maybe that. What did that sell you? Oh. Come on, clear vial. Okay. Off the dartboard fairy. We're just going back and forth, back and forth.
Clear vial for this. This would be pretty interesting. I wonder, like, if this is barrels, do you run back? Because then you know that it's not like leading to strong con in the igloo area.
So now this camera gets you this potion, which could then turn into... That's barrels. Okay, well, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Barrels is 7 and free Kongs. Barrels plus Stormy Tunnel area is a pretty interesting combo, though.
Yeah? Is it a combo at all?
Well, I mean, I don't think barrels would be used in Stormy Tunnel, but it's got to be something else you get in combination with barrels.
Yeah.
But the free Kongs is really interesting.
Is it like a Hunky Chunky in Stormy Tunnel, and then you gotta find Daga 2?
But that wouldn't lead you to Chunky himself.
I'll go crazy. Oh, true. Whoa. So maybe it's barrels to get, like, coconut out of the igloo? No, that doesn't make sense, because then it doesn't end up a key set. Well... and then, no. That is really weird, you're right. Huh.
That almost feels like it's either like you gotta do Diddy's 5-door cabin, or a boss is looming for an item that, like a boss for coconut.
We don't know where Chunky is either. We don't have a Chunky hint still, which would be like really nice to know because that would probably help us solve this. Toot sweet. It can't necessarily. It's not necessarily barrels at key 7 because we're missing a key 7 hinted item. Something in the Stormy Tunnel is key 7 and Kongs. Just bizarre. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Did either of them peek apple?
Brother, there's a potion on the beanstalk.
Oh, beanstalk. Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Is that O stand and we can skip the bean to skip O stand?
If that's yeah, hopefully that's just O stand.
We might be skipping the bean, unfortunately, because if the Stormy Tunnel item is O stand locked and we just put O stand on the beanstalk and then we're just fire and forget. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, we're hoping as long as that's a blue potion.
Yeah.
Which we're pretty sure it's a blue potion. If it was a purple potion,
I'm pretty sure it's blue.
I mean, either way, the only purple potion that could be up there would be Twirl, and Twirl's...
It's not going to be Balloon, because Balloon is you need Balloon to get into Helm, so it's definitely not that. Alright. Upper Cabin. You got something for us? Rocket plus Camera equals Blast. Fits perfectly.
Blast,
that was
great.
the one item I was thinking it was going to be. Because this makes so much sense, because this is the point where Donkey Carol just vanishes from all the paths. Camera plus Rocket gives you Blast. Blast could help you get...
Blast gets you in Llama Temple first off, so
right.
Key 3 and Free Kongs is good there.
That covers that. And then Key 7 Kongs, we need Blast plus... Not barrels. Blast plus...
Is it like a strange combination for items in like Castle Tree? Like... Trying to think if barrels gets you coconut, Blast and coconut.
Oh, we gotta push on candy here for Donkey. Oh, there's our O stand. Hang on, wait a minute. What the heck is on the beanstalk now? Whoa, 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 whoa. Change of plans. Is the bean back?
Now,
are we back?
I think it might have to be if it's like trombone, because like
2 potions on candy.
Sprint doesn't get a lot of stuff without like trombone or grape.
There's our balloon.
And all the other options have just been taken from us.
It's grape or trombone.
Oh man, and those are really difficult to skip.
Uh-oh, and we know Sprint is way of the Horde. Yeah, I don't think we're getting away without skipping the bean team. We're gonna need to find the bean somewhere.
I think we're on bean watch.
Oh my god, I totally forgot. We have a way of the Horde Kasplat in the Stormy Tunnel. It's probably just that, right? Like maybe he's got the bean? Or like Sax or something?
That does make a lot of sense.
Okay,
I suppose...
Here's another fairy up top here. I love this dive. Not having Sax is a little unfortunate for this upper Creme check. Also, Creme is foolish. What am I talking about? Get in my head. Get in my head. GB's a GB, though. Pretty close to 25 to get into Japes. Actually, Eternal is at 25, and Obiyo is at 24. Has he seen the Japes number? Is this just a tragedy? Is it about to strike?
I don't know if Eternal has seen the Japes number. I think he's just kind of been clearing through his levels, whereas Obiyo's been trying to get to Japes ASAP.
Actually, he probably just didn't write it down. Look, I've been there. I definitely would not have necessarily written down that number, but them's the beats, I suppose.
Yeah, but he's not going to spend a lot of time in Galleon. He doesn't have diving, nor does he have coconut, so it's like just a couple shop visits. And I think you probably want those shop visits before going to Japes to kind of like start getting the brain working on what you're expected to find and what that's going to lead to in Japes.
I'm really afraid of missing that blast, though. I think Obiyo missing the blast that might be a backbreaker in this seed. I feel like that's going to be like a super important item pretty quickly.
That is true. I mean, at the very least, it's sort of like you said, Camera and Rocket, they both have Path to DK, and we're not going to get any other hints that are probably Path to DK unless we get a Cabin's hint, which is going to point him right back there. So he might still be able to salvage this yet. But yeah, it becomes definitely a little difficult, especially with those super mega paths. It'll be interesting to see if Rocket gets us something that combines with Camera, or Camera gets us something that combines with Rocket that makes that path a lot harder to decipher.
Wait, hang on. Has Camera gotten us anything for Key 8? Oh, pineapple out of nowhere. That's not the hinted Gesplat either. That's crazy.
Here we go. A lot of things in Stormy Tunnel. Who knows what's what?
If Camera has gotten us something for Key 8, we're actually good on Key 8 between Camera and Rocket, because we already know we need Rocket to get to Diddy's room. And if Camera gets if Camera gets us anything for Key 8 at all, then it doesn't necessarily have to be Blast to Key 8. And then at that point, Blast is just to Key 3 Kongs. And it still needs to be Blast or Camera for Peanut at least. Camera Mini for Peanut, that would fit. There's our sacks. Okay, what the heck? What? There's just... Are you telling me there's just like 3 things in the Stormy Tunnel out of nowhere and we need them all?
Well, I mean, that last Gesplat could have the bean.
I think that's the
possibly.
I think that's the hinted Stormy Tunnel item for Key 7 Kongs. And then...
It could be. You
need like Trombone or Grape to from the Beanstalk to get Chunky. So what's this guy got? This is the Way of the Horde hinted guy. This Diddy.
Watch him drop the bean. He's just gonna drop the bean.
You got a bean in your pockets, buddy? This is a stick up. He's got the strong Kong. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that was gonna stab us at some point in the seed, and glad we got that out of the way.
We know Strong Kong is path to Kongs. Okay, so then what the heck is in the igloo? Is it Trombone to do Lanky's igloo, and then whatever's in there gets you Chunky? All right, hang on. Riddle me this. We're jumping through so many hoops here. Do we need Chunky? Can we get that squared away?
Right now, we have no reason we need Chunky, I don't think. Nothing for K-Rool, nothing for Helm.
What do we need Chunky for? I have to ship 3 Kongs? Oh my god, what are we doing here? What is this?
That's an interesting one. Is it just diving on a solo free Kong path? Like diving in the igloo?
Could be. That makes sense. And then diving kind of like uncorks your seed, I guess? That kind of tracks, I guess. Oh, that'd be kind of grisly. Well, yeah, that seems plausible.
I'm just trying to think like what... Well, I don't think Diddy's 5-door igloo is ruled out for getting diving that way. Because now we know that item wasn't needed for Tiny, so it's definitely needed for Chunky, so anything is on the table right now.
Now that we've found a logical way to get Tiny, yeah. These solo Kong hint paths wouldn't actually be possible to gen. So it actually does have to be... Chunky is Way of the Horde for some reason, we just don't know what.
Yeah. Surgeon Arcade to 3-8 DK Kongs.
Potion of the Castle Car Race, or the Factory Car Race, whoa.
Yeah. So the Surgeon Arcade, I think that has to be Bongo,
That's
right?
Bongos. That's Bongos, that's a huge Bongo. That's a great hint for Bongos. Kinda. It doesn't really help at all. Did it get us last? No, it didn't.
That helps Obiyo, I think, because now I think he's thinking, okay, that spring might be more important than I'm thinking, and that might point him right back to 5-door upper.
Right, because Bongo's got you Spring, Spring gets you Blast, Blast gets you into Llama Temple for 3 Kongs. For Key 3 and Kongs, that'll be... Get my story straight here. Japes CBs for Key 3? I mean, it's really feeling like that's got to be like Tiny's medal.
Well, Mini and Feather is enough for that, so I don't... Yeah.
I thought you need Coconut.
No, I'm pretty sure you have 30 in these stumps. You got 5 in front of the beehive, a balloon in there, 45, and there's like 7 around the, I guess like, maybe I'm not considering the either or with oranges and sacks, but you don't need Coconut.
It's 3rd melon on the Factory Car Race. That's brutal.
Oh.
These guys, can they just like do the same thing at the same time for like 1 second? They're doing like constantly different things, and the seed is just throwing haymakers left and right. Boom, here's a saxophone. Boom, here's an O-stand. Boom, here's a 3rd melon. Bang, here's our BFI. I need to do the thing where like my eyes like move in different directions and focus on different screens.
I need my brain to just be divided in half, and I'll have my left brain look at Eternal, my right brain look at Obiyo, and they'll both just keep separate notes.
Japes Diddy medal? I don't know about that, because Peanut is one of the ways to it, and we would need a DK Rool answer. Or that would need to be hinted to DK Rool. I don't even know. James CB's is messing me up. Wait, what if it's the boss? The James boss for key 3? Is that crazy?
Have we seen the TNS store?
I don't know, but it's crazy.
Because now I'm kind of wondering, like, maybe the 3 and free Kongs, is it like
Mad Jack and
coconut
Japes?
and then
What are we doing here?
Oh my god.
Bongos to key 3. Well, Bongos got you Spring. Spring gets you into the Llama Temple. Llama Temple has an item that's past the key 3 in Kongs. So, like, whatever item is in the Llama Temple is going to, like, answer all our questions, I think. But that could be Twirl. And then it's Twirl to get you Mad Jack on Jape's boss or something insane. So we need to get into the Llama Temple to figure out, to wrap that one in a bow.
Well,
okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it answers all our questions, but some of our questions, definitely.
I think it answers our key 3 pretty nicely, whenever we get there. I don't even know what check it is in the Llama Temple. Don't ask. No idea.
Yeah. You remember like 30 minutes ago when we were like, oh yeah, this is definitely a jet seed.
Well, okay, to be fair, we are also like digesting 2 people's worth of information at the same time. We're like getting, we're getting hit with the fire hose. It'll slow down in a minute. Nice Nintendo coin.
Well,
that was
also like the first 4 or 5 hints were like deceivingly simple. And then like once we got hit with the camera mega path, everything just went to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah, everything just getting thrown haymakers left and right. That was Jape's tiny medal that had the Nintendo coin, so it's not Tiny's medal, which is nice. Yeah, 5-door ship to Kongs. Yeah, Lord only knows what that is. Like, either that gets you something in the igloo, or something in the igloo gets you something in the 5-door ship. Who knows? Is Jape's boss behind Diddy Peanuts? It might be at this point. Or it could be behind Coconut as well. I actually didn't see which one had the hint door. Maybe Eternal's about to find out.
Yeah, I think Eternal's about to peak. If it's not the Peanut Tunnel, I'm pretty sure it's locked behind Coconut.
Right.
Which would probably put Coconut maybe in the Llama Temple?
Or get Funky in the Llama Temple, because we know Funky's an Aztec, and then Funky sells you Coconut. That would also work. We've seen two potions on Funky.
Yes, TNS is behind the Peanut Gauge.
A Way of the Horde one in caves, no less. So something there is important.
Yeah, I could see it being Funky, and then that Way of the Horde is your Coconut.
Okay, Obiyo's back to chasing down caves checks with Diddy, with Guitar.
Or maybe.
That's a good sign. You can scoop up whatever's here. I have no idea what this could be. This is an igloo check. Could be the Kongs, which would make a lot of sense. Unfortunately,
wait, I don't think it can be the Jape. Sorry, I don't think it can be the Jape's boss, because otherwise everything would be past the Diddy as well, right? If the boss is behind the Peanut Tunnel.
Yeah. Oh no, what is that? That's the Slam.
A Slam?
Whoa, okay. Slam to Kongs, question mark? Do we gotta do we run in the hit up the Beetle race now?
Oh, Beetle race is actually a great shout, if that's the case.
Whoa. Beetle race is back on the menu, boys. Let's go.
Then what's on the beanstalk? Oh man, this thing fractured so quickly.
Does the Beetle have no, the Beetle can't have the bean. Okay. So Stormy Tunnel to Key 7 and Kongs is either Sax...
There's diving?
Diving and Tiny's Igloo?
I think diving makes way more sense. I don't think it's the Slam that's path.
I definitely agree, because diving gets you into the 5-door ship. So it's definitely diving, actually. Okay, well, forget the Slam. Alright, that's good. Forget about that. Unfortunately, that sends him out of caves and away from the blast, which... Probably. That sounds really nice right now. But diving gives you a ton of information in Galleon, so he's just pedal to the metal. Off you go.
Yeah, I mean, eventually I feel like he's going to have to come back to caves, because that blast is going to be required to get chunky, so everything that he's chasing right now is not really meaningful until he has blast.
Oh, stupid. Okay, so the Stormy Tunnel item is definitely Sax, Key 7 Kongs. You go to Tiny's 5-door ship here, and you're good to go. We can do Tinies, right? We don't have to lower the water?
Yeah, we can do Tinies. Okay. Tiny and DKs don't require lowering the water.
So then Tiny's 5-door ship definitely has something for freeing Kongs. We don't even have the chunky hint. Maybe the chunky hint is in the shipyard too. Wait, haven't we? Yeah, we... Eternal has been to Galleon, but it didn't have diving, so it couldn't get any of the hints. So this is fresh info here. Monster Forest Mills hint. That's our feather, I think.
Yeah, I think it has to be because it's both the tiny phase ones were 0-0.
Yeah, which I don't think tells us anything, unfortunately. I don't think so. I mean, feather to key 3. How is feather to key 3? You got you diving. Yeah. So diving is definitely path to... No, diving's not path to 3. Oh, it got you barrels. And barrels is probably path to 3? No, barrels is not path to 3. What is going on?
I don't think barrels has gotten us anything yet, other than a slam.
Okay, so feather plus mini to key 3?
We do have a castle... No, hold on. Feather... Okay,
So
feather
we-
plus mini, they both lead to barrels.
And it's not Jape's Tiny Metal. What is going on? What is in the Llama Temple, man? That's what I want to know. Is it actually...
Well, also, Tiny's 5-door temple is also looking pretty good. Mini and feather combined there pretty quickly.
It could be the, past the, it could be the Kasplat or the lava pedestals in the Llama Temple. That would make sense.
Right, that doesn't tie in feather, but that's what I was thinking for the 3 and... Unless, is feather your logical access into Llama Temple?
Oh my god, that would be diabolical. Oh my word. That would be messed up. And then
That would be
inside the Llama
really
Temple,
difficult to read.
if it's funky and he sells you coconut, you're just a grape away from getting absolutely wrecked by that. You're totally onto something here. Oh.
I mean, like, even if feather is your logical access into the Llama Temple, that really only explains 3 and free Kongs. It doesn't explain 7, 8, or Diddy.
For feather? I don't think we need to worry.
I don't think so. Am I missing something?
Huh. Yeah, feather to Diddy. I don't know how that pans out. Mini plus feather to Diddy. Wow. Yeah, you definitely combine mini and feather to get barrels, and then barrels is... But barrels is only 7 in Kongs?
I mean...
So then you need to combine mini and feather for key 3, 8 Diddy somehow.
So, there's definitely a possibility we find more things. So, if it, like, just working on the theory that feather is your logical access in the Llama Temple, there could be more than one thing in the Llama Temple. We do know at least one thing is the 3 and free Kongs, but if there's another, like, let's say Peanut is in there, that would also explain the, possibly, like, you know, Peanut for 7 and 8.
Peanut, tiny 5-door temple makes perfect sense. I really like, I'm kind of digging the theory that the Llama Temple is feather locked. That goes insane. that's a tough one.
Yeah, that's a tough one to parse. We'll have to see if that actually affects, like, any of the decision making. Sometimes you just kind of brute force your way through it, and then you don't realize until, like, you're in K. Rool, and you're like, why was feather path to everything? Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. But, like, if someone picks up on that real quick, then it could answer a lot of questions. Also, it looks like there's a green potion in the treasure chest.
Oh. What do we want here? I don't even know. Okay, Gorilla Gun, thank you. I think that's useless. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, so far, I don't think we have any working theories for requiring Chunky. The only thing I might be thinking of is if it's Chunky's metal and Jabe's.
Jabe's Chunky metal is looking really, really strong. The more I look at the way it calcs out, it's looking really good, because ways to get Jabe's Chunky metal. Coconut plus pineapple. Pineapple's free, but coconut, if we think that's in the Llama Temple, it puts on the path to key 3, because the other way to do it is barrels coconut, which is also cash money, because barrels is also feather locked. And feather hunky chunky is the last way. Well, you know what? That's a feather too, isn't it? So I think feather is locking Jape's Chunky Metal, and so that's how you put that there. I don't know how you put mini there. I'm just not going to worry about that. Maybe mini locks your coconut in the Llama Temple. And then mini plus feather gets you something for key 8. Maybe we get like... I actually have no idea, because we have everything we need for key 8. So I don't know what to make of that. We have balloon, we have the instruments, we have rocket barrel. So how does that happen? How did mini feather get us anything for that? I have no idea. Excellent. Love that. Good talk.
I mean, it's probably gonna... if anything, it might just be a 2%er.
Yeah, it's probably that. It could just be a coconut minigame.
It could be a coconut minigame.
That would make a lot of sense.
Minigame.
Oh dear. Aztec shops are dead? That's a horrendous hint. Love that.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
My largely anticipated Aztec shops.
I think we just hit
it.
it.
There's the Kasplat.
Yep, the Llama Temple Kasplat. That, I'm pretty sure, has Funky, and then Funky sells you coconut, probably in caves. I think that fits perfectly, doesn't it?
I think so for now. I mean, like, I still think it kind of depends on where Hunky Chunky is, because coconut would still be to 3, so it's not enough that feather locks it. It would have to be that coconut locks all your options.
Right.
But
well, no, because
all you're off is coconut locking Hunky.
Well, coconut locking Peanut, I think. Well, coconut locking Peanut to make Feather your Llama Temple access, which I think is still necessary in this world. I think Feather has to lock Peanut somehow, which I think well, we know it does, because it's path to that. Chunky can be found by Lanky and Castle. Oh my god, how have we not seen that hint? That hint would be really nice. Oh, it's because it's diving lock. Because
Aztec is level 4, yeah.
Oh my god, that's brutal. Okay. So, like, Lanky Tower feels pretty good. No.
Lanky Tower, Grape on the Beanstalk?
Or Lanky Dungeon, Trombone on the Beanstalk. It's one or the other. Or Mausoleum?
Or you skip it all. Yeah, skip it all and Mausoleum.
Mausoleum and you need both?
Wait, no, you can get in with Feather. Oh, this is actually this would be a massive pull.
You need Grape to shoot the gate.
Oh, yeah, you still need...
And you need Trombone to lower the vines. So it logically needs both if it's the Mausoleum. Which is diabolical.
I mean, at this rate, like, all the runners really need is just Grape. But, they need either, like...
But then...
I think... For sure, they need either Grape or Trombone for a chance at getting...
But then you get hit with then you find Grape and... Oh, no, you actually need a Trombone. Unlucky. Come on, man. Come on! Okay.
Because, I think with all the hints, it can't be something simple like the boss.
All that said, we still need to get to the top of the Beanstalk. And I don't think we have any clues on the bean. I don't know if we have any clues in the bean. I think the only thing we have is barrels to the bean, which means you have to check every boss in the game. I think there's a boss that has the bean.
So did we get anything out of the 5-door ship?
No.
Okay.
That's also terrifying.
So, okay, let's say
this is a slam dunk doubters win. We're in trouble here because Chunky's locked behind the Beanstalk. They were never winning this one.
Yeah. But okay, so it might just be a grind to 48 GBs, to be honest. Because let's say Coconut is in, I kind of feel like that anyway, because Llama Temple's locking your Chunky. So it might just be that, like, you get Coconut, and then Coconut helps you lower the water, and then it's either Lanky or Diddy's 5-door, and maybe the Bean is in the 5-door ship?
No, because Bean is path to 7. Or because Barrels is path to 7. Or Center and Beanstalk is path to 7, which means the Bean, whatever that blue vial is, also gets you key 7. So the Bean has to be path to key 7 as well.
You are right on.
So I think just something in the 5-door ship is going to get you, like, one of the auxiliary items to get whatever Castle Lanky check. It could get you, like, Sniper or something. Or maybe that's where your Grape is, and Trombone is on the Beanstalk or something. I don't know. One or the other.
Actually, yeah, I am actually feeling more like it's going to be Lanky Tower. I think Sniper being the solo free Kong item makes a lot of sense.
It fits pretty well. I think it could be either Grape or Trombone as the free, is the solo item. And then the other one's on the Beanstalk. You just pray you get Grape and skip Trombone. But I think Lanky Dungeon is in trouble. Not looking super likely. I think Obiyo just checked the boss there, just like praying that it was on the boss.
Yeah.
Praying it was a Lanky checking the boss, but it's not playing so nice. That's Shockwave, that's Monkey Port locked? What is going on here?
We have seen that Isles Cabin Dirt. Eternal finally picking up diving, so he's got to feel good about that.
Monkey Port is not hinted at all. That was a starting item. So, like, we have no idea about that. The usefulness of that Shockwave. Yeah. Actually, no clue. Diving for Eternal, though, is going to push him in the right direction, I think. He's going to try and race
he's going to see he's going to see Aztec, see 48, and then just kind of know he's in grind mode.
But this is your chunky hint, which kind of like gets you thinking about solving the rest of it. So 34 GBs for him plus 7 blueprints, so he's at 41.
Yeah.
Kind of close. Not quite there, though.
Obiyo is at 35 plus 5. Oh, well, plus 4 because he can't turn in the chunky one.
Oh, I also included that one for Eternal, so yeah. Alright, they're 40 and 39.
Yeah. At the very least, the one nice thing about Shockwave is it's a lot of fast checks. So he might be able to climb up to 48 pretty quickly here with Shockwave.
Could be, but I feel like Eternal's doing more productive stuff. He gets to go take a peek around the 5-door ship and have a look. See what he can pull here. I would like to see the Bongo ship as well, do both Tinies and DKs. I think Eternal opened them both, I hope. Oh, he might just do the treasure chest. This also makes sense. Yeah, just, you know, I did wish for them to be doing the same thing, so I suppose we're due a little break. That's good.
Yeah.
Hydration check, drink some water.
Yeah, I got my gallon of water here. I'm ready for the 3-hour marathon.
After the first, like, 5 minutes, we've been on rapid fire. Or the first like, 10 minutes, we've just been on rapid fire this whole time. It's crazy. That's Twirl? Okay, that might have just killed Mad Jack.
Yeah, I think
Whoa,
so.
that's key 7?
Key 7?
Whoa! Holy moly. Alright.
I guess that's your barrels, and then that's gotta be trombone then on the beanstalk.
It's gotta be then. Okay.
Which means it might be skippable if we're thinking Mausoleum. I think Mausoleum is the most likely now.
Yeah, but then where's the grape? You need to pull the grape out of the 5-door ship somewhere. And Obiyo still needs to go get his blast out of caves. And he's gonna run into big problems if he doesn't pull that real quick, because that is like everything. Hopefully there's a hint in it in Aztec for it.
Yeah, I'm getting a little concerned, especially since he's definitely in grind mode now, and he hasn't really thought like the bongos got him spring. Maybe you should check that 5-door upper.
There is a world where grape is the solo 5-door ship item, and it's a grape minigame in Lanky Dungeon, in Chunky's on Lanky Dungeon. That world does exist, but it's looking much more likely he is trombone locked now for sure, because we just got key 7 off a trombone check.
It's possible, but I think with Sprint still being unanswered for Wath, I'm thinking, well, that would mean that Chunky has to be Wath, and we don't have a reach for that yet either. Other than maybe Japes,
we know he's Wath from
like
a meta information level. There's a Kong hint. There's a path to an item that is only Kong's, can only refer to Chunky, and it could not be hinted if Chunky was not Way of the Horde.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that actually, so it's good to know.
Is that big head K-Lumsy peeking out the cage? That's crazy.
He's got his head like all the way down there. I don't think I'm that flexible, man.
And also, Chunky is Wath just to pick up a boulder for key 7, so like that's 100% or Chunky is Wath. We now know that.
Yeah, you're right there.
Great call. That little king guy, he's a smart cookie, son of a gun. He knows his stuff. Alright. Top of castle lobby, no dice. I don't think the Shockwave is used for anything. Well, okay, actually it is. Wait a minute, we need for key 7, huh? That's a crazy pull.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I have no idea how you, like, come to that Obiyo just, like, basically miracle pulled that Shockwave. I have no idea how you, like, come back for it.
Yeah, because you have, right now, the nice thing is Stormy Tunnel to 7 and free Kongs is Sax. Except that's all going to be answered once you get, Trombone off the Beanstalk.
Right. It all, so like, everything makes
entirely eclipsed.
Everything is pointing to the Beanstalk. There's nothing that's not pointing to the Beanstalk right now. So it's like, okay, what do you get off the Beanstalk? Then you're supposed to take that somewhere. And if you get Trombone, is that really what you're... What are we doing here? Are we really thinking that? It's crazy talk. Oh my god, no. It's because we hadn't found a way for... Wait, no, we... Do we have... Oh my god, we did, because... No.
I think the problem is every dependency for Shockwave is also a dependency for Beanstalk.
Okay, actually, no. Except Camera and Rocket Barrel. Those got us Blast, but we hadn't found a way for Blast to tie in, because Blast is not on the path to Key 7. You independently use Camera and Rocket Barrel. Because you use Rocket Barrel to fly to Key 7, and Camera to take a photo of Shockwave in the museum. That is insanity. So your Shockwave hint is the Camera hint, which is impossible. Like, that is an impossibly hard hint to pull.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hard cook. Like, hard for me, hard for us in the booth, let alone hard while you're racing.
Well,
trying to think about that. That's...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And well, yeah. And camera also got your barrels, so that's another way to cause problems. So here we go. Just an absolute train wreck on this one.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Yeah, so at this point, it's all sort of based on, like, you know, is Obiyo going to find Blast, and is Eternal going to find Shockwave? Both of them kind of have something that the other one definitely needs to beat the seed. I do think Blast is a little bit better hinted here than Shockwave.
Yeah.
But at the very least, like, if both of them get to 45, there is a chance that Eternal gets bailed out by a Shockwave hint in Aztec.
In Aztec, we trust. We just kind of like hope Aztec is gonna turn it up.
Yeah. At the same time, there's also a chance that Obiyo gets bailed out by a, you know, Cave's Fairy Way of the Horde.
So Eternal can dump now. I think he hasn't. Does he have enough? Yeah. Ooh, he's one off. Ooh.
2, 4, 6, 9.
No, he's got it. He's got it.
He get 48. Yeah.
He can dump the 48. I think Obiyo is a little off. I think he's rechecking the number. 48. Oh my god. You're killing me.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like what Eternal wants to do here in Caves right now, because at this point, I think your progression is an Aztec, or at the very least, like, you kind of know that you have a Way of the Horde. You know you can get an Aztec.
Mm-hmm.
I would be absolutely dumping in this situation and just pushing forward to Aztec, get my 5 hints, get my known Waths, and just start trying to piece the end game here.
Oh, he's actually afraid of the solo Kong path hint in the Igloo, so he's gonna get... Oh, he doesn't think it's diving? Why doesn't he think it's diving? This makes perfect sense.
I wonder, because I think he went through 5-door and nothing's turned up yet.
Oh, jeez, this slam is gonna throw him into the blender, because diving makes a lot more sense than this slam. Blast was upper cabin. Upper cabin is hinted in the form of camera plus rocket barrel being on identical paths.
Well, okay, at the very least, let's say he picks up Slam here. There are 2 checks in Caves, and most of the checks in Japes have probably been peaked. So I don't know how long he's going to be spending on a single Slam, although he could be starting to cook like, oh, what if it's both Slams? I need to figure out like where the other Slam is, which is in Aztec, right?
Team, I got a quick question. Have we found a use for Sprint yet? How does that
No,
tie?
we haven't.
All right, I'm just...
Because we think it's Mausoleum for Chunky.
That is a strong possibility, yeah. That's good. We don't know for sure, but I was a little concerned. Oh, Peanuts. Yeah, where's Peanuts?
Something locked by Feather. I still think there's at least 2 items in Llama Temple.
Oh. Huh.
But
Could work.
I think we'll just kind of have to see.
Mini plus Feather got you barrels, but it's not barrels, which is crazy. So Mini plus Feather on the path that Tiny K roll, or on the path that DK roll. Camera plus Rocket on the path that DK roll. This is the most unhinged combination of things I've ever seen. Because Camera plus Rocket got you Blast. So it could be Blast plus Mini plus Feather. So it could be Mini plus Feather, like, gets you an item and then you combine it with Blast, or Blast gets you into the Llama Temple and then you get whatever is on the... But it's not the thing in the back of the Llama Temple, because the Llama Temple item is passed to Key 3 and Kongs. So it could be 2 things. It could be both Lobopeds and the Kasplat as something important, and then maybe, like, combine it with Feather. Or it could be, like...
Honestly, at this point, I think all I'm doing is just get me into Aztec. I'm going to clear out Llama Temple. I'm going to clear out Tiny's 5-door temple. Like, don't spend too much processing power trying to, like, figure out exactly what check it is when it's just going to be faster to, like, clear 8 checks.
And I'm just going to trust. I'm going to choose to believe that the 5 hints in Aztec will answer all of our problems. Amen. In hints we trust.
Well, the hints will also help, but also just, you know, I think there are a lot of checks that Peanuts could be on, but I do think 90% of those checks are in Aztec.
Mini plus Rocket Aztec Beetle Race? We have Sax hinted, not. Or at least we think that's. I'm pretty sure that's Sax. That's
Rocket.
not there.
Rocket might not be to Peanut because Rocket's already answered to Diddy Phase.
Oh, true. Oh, you're totally right. So yeah, actually, Feather mini camera, Tiny's 5-door temple makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
We know it's not
or
the
it could
dartboard
be
fairy,
that
because we already got that, and that's just barrels. Path to key 7 Kongs.
Or in another universe, you could say that the Kasplatin there in the Llama Temple has your 3 and free Kongs, and then the lava pedestals themselves have your peanuts.
2 items, the miracle pull, if you will. All right, Aztec, you got to give us the goods here. We know we need to do this blast course, though. We know we need to get into the Llama Temple for something. We think it's Funky, and then Funky sells you Coconut, and Coconut uncorks. What does that uncork again?
Coconut would at least. Well, so I think you need Coconut to lower the water for whatever's in the 5-door ship.
Oh, that makes perfect sense. And
then I think Coconut does get you your logical metal and japes.
Your chunky metal, but you need to get chunky first.
Yeah.
Okay. We're good.
And I'm still cooking that Feather is our logical access in the Llama Temple. We'll still have to see. It all depends on where Grape and... I do think this is Coconut, but we'll just have to see where both those guns end up.
I think you're totally on the money, because if this is Coconut, and then Coconut locks the Grape, that would be the last piece of the puzzle in the mausoleum, for the mausoleum, then...
Oh, yeah, you're right about that.
It would fit perfectly. Or it's Grape, and it's a Grape minigame in the dungeon, and then everything's awful, and we have to find the bean. Let's go.
We have to find the bean.
We actually still have no idea where the bean is, which is a little awkward. I'm pretty sure the bean is barrels locked somewhere. That's not great, but what we got? Hey.
Yeah, it would have to be, I'm trying to think, like, we still have a lot of key 7s that are unresolved, and ultimately the bean would lead to key 7.
Do we have a lot of key 7s that are unresolved? I think they all lead to the beanstalk. Except for barrels. Barrels plus rocket barrel? Is it slam locked? That would be crazy. There's Funky.
Well, okay,
so Funky's our way the horde-handed item, and there's not a second item on the pedestals. So here we go.
So barrels is already answered because of, or to key 7 at the very least, because you need to lift the boulder.
God, that's messed up. That is messed up. You're totally right. that's not okay. Wow, that's a crazy key 7 location. And Eternal is never gonna look at that. He's gonna try and find the bean before he looks at Roof Dart. That's insane. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's kind of a rough spot. Plus, like, not only that, but you also need to find Shockwave, and we're just crossing our fingers that Shockwave gets pointed either through like a port path hint or a.
Feather got his barrel, so that's already path to key 7. Roof Dart is way of the hole. That's a hole.
Oh, that's fantastic for Eternal, but that's terrible because he's going to say, where's Shockwave?
He doesn't have Shockwave. That's the disaster. So that will help to some extent, but it is going to be wildly confusing when he sees a key there and he's going to be like, oh.
Yeah.
He might think he needs to take the trombone to find the Shockwave, when in reality it's actually just, it's only camera locked.
The problem is I think camera is your only helper here, because trombone you need for spawning the rocket barrel.
Tiny 5-door temple is not our answer. There's nothing. Forest shops, key 3 8s, Donkey Carol, Diddy Carol, Kongs, and that was guitar. All right, that's another push to get blast, like another really strong push to blast. So that's gonna help Obiyo out a lot, I think. Roof Dirt's way of the horde. I can see the spit take already.
No, it's less of a spit take. I think more of doom and gloom.
Kind of a disaster.
Like, oh my god.
Guitar path to Donkey Carol and Diddy Carol makes me think that Blast is also going to get you Peanut somehow. I don't know where. Blast, Mini, Feather, Peanut. Does Funky get you? Funky get you Coconut, but Coconut couldn't help you get Peanut.
Right. At this point, like, we know.
Is there something else in the
unless they're. Well,
was there something in the llama's butt? Did we miss that too?
Did anyone peek the? Well, okay.
Quicksand cave? Oh my god! We don't know what we're doing here. The tunnels have one potion. It's the quicksand. Maybe it's the quicksand cave. Oh my god.
Oh, the quicksand cave. Oh, that would go so hard. Because I don't think we have any negative information for Strong, so it could absolutely be quicksand cave.
We know Strong Kong is already past the free Kongs because it got us tiny, and we know it's Way of the Horde. So that's all we have. I mean, what is going on in this seed? Oh.
Yeah, I actually really like quicksand tunnel. I think that's.
And somehow we have arrived an hour 15 minutes into the seed, and they are rolling through the same part of Aztec at the same time. Insane high five sync moment.
Donk finds a way.
Finally, they're doing the same thing at the same time. It took long enough.
I know.
Okay, cabins. That's another really strong blast hint. But
that
Spring,
is definitely Spring.
Spring is not Path to DK Rool. So Guitar gets you peanuts, but Spring does not. That's a pretty solid push in a different direction. Feathered Mini Barrels, but Barrels is not Path to DK Rool. Hammer, Rocket, Guitar, Feather Mini, or Peanut. Well, not necessarily Rocket. So Camera Feather Mini.
Are we?
Tar?
Is it possible we're looking at a double slam? Required or a red slam for peanuts? Guitar does get you one of your slams.
It can't be because Barrels is not Path to DK Rool. Aztec.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Aztec.
Yeah.
What gives, man? We told you to help us, and this is just confusing. Oh boy. Shockwave's camera lock too, so you have to kind of maybe Feather Mini Shockwave. No, that doesn't make sense. There's one more hint by Candy. One more. What do we got?
Do we think one hint's gonna unclog us and put everything together?
It's Lanky Tower.
Lanky Tower.
It's
is that where Chunky is?
That must be where Chunky is.
In which case, Sprint is not answered.
Oh no. Could Sprint be our slam check? And then maybe whatever's slam locked locks the other slam? It could be.
Well, Castle's level 2. Did Eternal not check the Beetle race? I thought he was right there.
Could it be a sprint game in the Lanky Tower?
Oh my god. That would answer it, actually.
That's not that
scary.
Oh my gosh. Sniper is probably in the 5-door ship somewhere.
I agree with that.
I don't know which one, but somewhere.
I mean, I would think... Oh god, could it be Wait, is trombone needed for your sniper?
There is no shockwave There is no shockwave help either. That is brutal.
Yeah.
I have no idea how you have that one. That's a total mess.
I mean, there are still a couple of hints left that they haven't been able to look at. Like, we have the Japes Ramby Tunnel has a hint.
Right.
And then... if we somehow pull grab, there's one in factory. Okay, so we got the 2 hints in Galleon. So still chance.
I think Obiyo is coming back for his upper cabin finally because he got like 3 more hints that told him it was there. There we go. I think we're good to go here.
Yeah, there are like 4 or 5 hints all pointing to that upper cabin.
He got guitar hinted. He got the location
Guitar,
hinted in the cabins area.
Yeah.
Or... Oh yeah, no, it's not.
Oh, is that Spring or is that Blast?
Ooh, it could be Spring. It could be either, actually. I don't think it matters too much, but it could be either, I think.
Okay, I'll safely pencil in Blast because hard to know which one's going to be negatively hinted.
Huh. Sniper on Thornvine Barn locked by Red Sam and Strong Kong. I don't think that's possible. Maybe. Okay, so we need to evaluate our mysteries. What do we need to beat this seed? We need to find key 3. We actually don't know where key 3 is, but we think it's on Cave's Chunky Metal. Or Jape's Chunky Metal. Jape's Chunky Metal feels... we feel pretty good about key 3 there. Which means we need to find Chunky, which we think is in Lanky Tower. Which means we need to find Grape, which we think is on the Beanstalk. Which means we need to find the Bean, which we actually have no idea. So that's not good.
No, it's Trombone on the Beanstalk, I'm pretty sure.
You think it's Trombone on the Beanstalk?
I think so. For key 7, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, true. Okay. Why Jape's Chunky Metal? Process of elimination at this point, really. I think it can't be any other metal. We have a solo key 3 hint on Jape's CBs. It's pretty well.
Yeah. Unless there's some unhinged middleman that's like coconut is only to 3.
Yeah, the problem with
It could be DK metal.
the problem with trombone and the beanstalk is that we would need trombone to be path to chunky K roll, which I'm not really sure that's gonna fly. But I don't know how you make great path to key 7. Like, there's something. The math ain't mathing, team. The math ain't mathing. All right, there's Obiyo's blast, so he gets to go back to Aztec and scoop up Funky, and that'll be all. And then probably get like coconut out of it or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it looks like Eternal is just checking all these slam checks. So he's not convinced about the diving, but I do think like whatever Funky is selling in caves, I think is gonna be. I really do think it's coconut.
No dice.
And then it's gonna be either Diddy or Lanky's 5-door ship. If it's Lanky's, then we need this beam.
Another mini rocket all intersect on that 5, actually. Wow, because the rocket got you to slam. That would be kind of crazy.
Yeah, and it would assume that the slams lock each other, which we don't have confirmation of that yet.
Doozy of a seed. Jeez. Well, so much for the jumbo jet. Would have been nice, but here we are instead.
Yep, we got quite a tangled spaghetti here.
We're about to find what Funky sells to us. I think this is going to be coconut.
We're hoping it's coconut.
I don't know if we're hoping it's coconut, but we think it is. What do I hope it is? I don't know, like grape? Get us out of the seed faster? We still need to find a way to shoot. We still need either sniper or homie to be able to do Lanky Tower at all. Well, there's also a potion to buy it factory as well. It is grape. Oh, it's grape. Okay.
Oh my god. Okay.
So it's trombone and the beanstalk then, which son of a gun. Sure enough. But what's in the 5-door ship? Oh, which 5-door ship is it?
Well,
could be.
Okay, if it's.
Did we check DK? I think we checked DKs, right?
They must have checked DK and Tiny's.
Gotta be, right? It can't be the Bean and Lanky Tower because we know trombone's on the beanstalk. And the beanstalk is. How do we put this? Funky is not past the key 7. So we can't. It just doesn't work, right? You're just gonna have to trust me on this one. I'm brain's working overtime. Hang on. Maybe Eternal's gonna go have a look at this Lanky Tower. No, probably not.
I wonder if he's gonna look at Mausoleum.
Wait, is he going to do ballroom? He's going to ballroom. He's going to the ballroom, which means he's gonna get a Shockwave here. Oh my god.
Oh, this would be an insane pull.
I think he's thinking ballroom.
Like, he is going in here.
I mean, yeah, the one thing that pulls you here is that it's got a mini check and it's got a rocket check, so it's like, okay, it's got some action here I could do, so I may as well just, like, check it out. Because you're not thinking monkey port. You're definitely not thinking monkey port at all.
Well, he beelined the monkey port.
Like, oh, snap, that's a potion. Oh my god, that's Shockwave! What? Well, yeah, this is just the first thing you do in here. You're just gonna check this anyway. Like, he's coming here to check the car race. He's not coming here to do the ferry. He just, like, happened to hit the ferry. That's insane.
Yeah, but that's got to be a massive sigh of relief.
That's big. That's like the one like big thing he was missing. But at the same time, what is Obiyo missing? I think they're like down on even footing again. So it's like they gotta just kind of figure it out.
Yeah. So Obiyo's gotten funky and is starting with the factory funky lanky. So I'm interested to see what's on here.
The caves one is the way of the horde one, but this one could be good too. If this is like coconut.
This could be your coconut actually.
Wow, that is. So
that does confirm Feather is your logical access in the Llama Temple.
That is messed up. Wow. that's
crazy.
Brutal. Holy moly. And that's a big amount of info on your key 3. Hey, hang on, we gotta figure out the Checo Legends. Hang on, let me check the Checo. We're doing the Checo Legends math, hang on. It's possible.
Although I will say despite oh, you know what? I might go back to Aztec and check the grape checks.
Yeah.
Because at this point, it's like Feather. Oh, yeah, Feather is path to a lot of stuff, but we found nothing else in the Llama Temple.
Brother, he's trying Eternal's trying the mausoleum, but I think Chunky's in Lanky Tower, brother. I mean, he could be here, but like I think Lanky Tower makes a lot of sense.
Peace of mind. Plus, we know Sprint is WAF for some reason, and this could be why.
Oh,
that could be a hint.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that one, Chief. That could
I
have been
don't know.
homing.
I mean-
If it was homing, it's incredible. But it was oranges, man. Homing would have been... Like, you want to see homing ammo now. Like, if you randomly find homing ammo, you just go to Lanky Tower and finish your seed. Actually, you don't finish your seed. You get key 3. No? Do you finish the seed? You still have to figure out Peanut, but you get a lot closer to finishing the seed if you just randomly find homing ammo.
Yeah, I think at this point our biggest unanswereds are Key 3 and Peanuts.
Right. And given the amount of the sheer volume of information we have on Peanut, you'd think we'd be able to figure it out. But oh my god, feather, guitar, mini, camera.
Actually, I don't hate this or checking owl tree. Oh, is it rabbit for Key 3? Does that make sense?
Brother, where's your trombone? Where's your trombone, brother? Oh. Well, it wouldn't be for
right,
Key 3.
right. That would be for Key 7.
Yeah, it couldn't be for Key 3. Trombone is, or wait, what's the last thing we need? Yeah, I think Lanky's 5-row ship is like the only thing that makes sense for sniper, which means you need the bean, which again we have no idea where the bean is. Hey, well, okay, bean could be sax locked. I think it's the bean is. Oh my god! Wait, hang on. The bean could the bean be in the vanilla location? Hear me out here. Feather got you grape. Mini to key 7 Kongs. That's like no words, 1 potion. Ah, who knows if that's any good? But this could also work.
I suppose. I mean, like this would be absolutely lampshaded because everything needed for these are also needed for.
Yeah, of course.
Actually, no, it can't be this because this is all grape locked.
Well, grape is feather locked. Oh, right.
Yeah, but grape is to 3 and Kongs. Yeah.
Feather funky is to 3 and Kongs, not 7. So this is gonna get you. This isn't gonna get you to bean. We got close. We got close. We tried. Wait, Aztec Lanky Metal away the horde? What? Where are y'all seeing that? Oh,
Feather and mini locking both options.
Are you serious? What is the what are we doing here, man?
Well,
that's insane.
Like,
how?
It would all be blast locked, technically, yeah.
Oh my god. Feather locks everything here because it's feather to get into the Llama Temple. It's Llama Temple access or grape for that metal.
Yeah.
Aztec Lanky Metal for peanuts? Are you kidding me, man? Is that Scouring gonna bail us out?
Yeah, that'd be a crazy pull.
Alright, just don't believe in the twirl, man. Just don't believe in it. Just go get your key 7 on Roof Dirt and call it a day. Oh. And just be terrified that it was here. That's insane. How did we get to Aztec Lanky Metal? We've gone around the world like 3 times now. Just in our heads.
Yeah, it's gotta... I don't know. The nice thing is Obiyo is gonna pull the last hint here out of Japes. I'm curious if Eternal goes back to factory to go pick up Coconut. Because I gotta imagine that Coconut is still required to beat the seed.
Right. That's not too bad though. It's hinted away the horde.
The factory one?
Oh no, it doesn't. No, it isn't. Oh boy, I hope you wrote that one down, Chief.
Yeah.
It's probably. How do we know it's required?
Well, assuming at this point, I feel like I think Obiyo may have just confirmed that it is Chunky's metal.
Right, in Japes?
In Japes, yeah.
Well, you can just kind of like make that work with barrels, right? Maybe not. Oh, jeez. Actually, might need coconut.
Well, you would need Hunky, and if Hunky is coconut locked,
right.
Which I think it's sort of looking that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you probably would need Hunky, huh? That's brutal. Alright, I think he's just gonna go beat Helm. Obiyo's just gonna go beat Helm right now because he can. Like, why not?
I guess.
As well.
He can probably get be funny if he gets the trombone hint, but I think he's gotta know that it's what's at the top of the beanstalk.
Eternal, are you checking the spider boss? This is fried. Ain't no way it's this. You're not.
Well, Spider Boss can't get you anything for Chunky.
Is he going all in on Force Tiny Metal? That goes hard. I love that.
Yeah, Force Tiny Metal's got a ton of either ors. I don't know if... Well, so if Feather locks your Grape... Well, Feather alone is enough to get it. Otherwise, Mini and Sax and Grape... it could be Featherlock technically. I guess it depends on where Pineapple is.
This is messed up. That's just messed up.
There are a lot of possibilities now knowing that Featherlocks are coconut and grapes.
There's a lot of messed up possibilities, that's for sure. There's a lot of possibilities and none of them are good.
Oh, we did find Pineapple. Oh, Pineapple is just on the splash.
Yeah,
okay,
it was Stormy Tunnel.
Yeah, so Tiny's Metal is not Featherlocked here.
Yeah, just the third item is Stormy Tunnel, which is kind of messed up, but you know, they do be like that, I guess.
Yeah, I don't really know what you do in this situation because I don't know about you, but my notes are a mess right now because we had so many mega paths and like none of them are like really converging on anything nice except for Barrels, but Barrels is like I'm not convinced Barrels is to 3-8 Diddy with 3 Kongs.
If Peanut is on Aztec Lanky Metal, as foretold by our wizards, I have no idea how you come up with it. Actually, no idea.
I have no idea either. That's like one of the last checks I do.
That would be an epic disaster. What is this? This is a Peanut minigame in Helm. That's so rude!
Helm?
What do you mean? That's just so toxic! Why? Why would you? Why?
That's crazy.
No, man.
Well, now we know. now we know why anything past the Diddy is also past the 8.
That's just messed up.
That's one less mystery.
Oh my god! How could he do that? Are you kidding me?
Making the dive into Helm and just sadly realizing that your time spent in Helm wasn't even like productive. Because Diddy was also the second minigame room, so like. You did DK's room, and then you're just stonewalled on Diddy's.
I do be like that sometimes. I do be like that.
Because otherwise, like, I 100% agree with that. Like, you're stumped, but you can do Helm. You know that's, like, 4 or 5 minutes you have to sink into doing something. Like, go ahead and do it. But, like, with these notes, it is near impossible to have realized that Peanut was going to lock your ability to complete Helm.
Right. Camera to 8 isn't solved. Kidding me? Are we not? What have we gotten off of camera? We've got Shockwave. Shockwave got his twirl.
We've also gotten Barrels. We've gotten.
It's not Barrels though. Barrels got hinted, so we know it's not. Barrels is not.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Barrel. Okay. That's what I'm missing in my notes. Yes. Barrels was hinted 7 and 3 Kong, so it's not Barrels, but it did get us a. Well, okay, then it didn't get us a slam in directly. So I think, yeah, all it's really gotten us so far is a Shockwave for a twirl.
Shockwave is live, that's for sure. The Spring Blast combo. You know, the Quantum Spring Blast combo is not T8 either, so. Forget about. Bongos isn't T8 either, so we can forget about Bongos. Or, no, Bongos is Bongos is Key 8, but not DDK Roll, so we can forget about Bongos. Key distinction.
Okay, Obiyo getting some information here. Rooms to 7?
I think
that's your Shockwave hint.
Rooms to 7? Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that killed Shockwave, which is good. I think Guitar is what you need to chase, because we have Guitar to DDK Roll, and I don't think we have any reason for it. That's my just like blind chase item right now. If I had to pick one out of a hat, I could be totally wrong too. It's just that's what I would chase.
No, I think that's a good shout. I'm trying to think like because right now, camera, mini, feather, and guitar are all not resolved to Diddy phase.
Oh no, Eternal. Oh no, buddy.
Oh no, not both of you. Wait, was that a guitar pad in Helm?
Yes, it's a Diddy room in Helm. So like you just.
No, I'm sorry. In the Helm lobby, was that a guitar pad?
It doesn't even matter. That's kind of funny though.
Well, I'm just wondering if that, since we're thinking about chasing guitar items.
Well,
but then we'd be out of logic vines.
We did get a slam off guitar.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Is it possible to both slams a guitar lock? and then it's a slam check. Maybe like...
That's a good shout. I mean, like, if the owl tree, or if the owl race here has the other slam, then both slams would be guitar locked.
Well, then at that point you also have to check red slam stuff. Which is just extra. It's just extra, man.
Yeah, that opens up all the forced, forced does have a lot of slam checks, so that, but at the very least you'd kind of be, you'd be narrowed down to one level.
I'll say this seed is nasty, but I feel like it's nasty in all the right ways, in that you have like an absolute labyrinth of a seed to figure out, and it's like kind of there. But, it currently is not there, so that's not good.
Yeah, nothing on the owl race.
And maybe it's just a bean casino. Who knows? Maybe it's just a bean casino.
Okay, hold on. I gotta spend a little time cooking my notes here and just making sure that I have everything answered, because I feel like we have a lot of information that is just not getting pieced together right now.
And there's your swift kick in the privates on a peanut minigame in Helm. That's just unbelievably mean. Yep, he's giving us a good look at the camera, just like, are you serious? What is this? This was my thinking time. You violated my thinking time by
robbed me.
By putting a peanut minigame here. What is going on? Why? Why?
I do kind of like this. Well, I guess we don't have any info on Balloon.
Cranky Tourney. Just a fitting name for the Helm Arena. The tourney is angry and it demands blood. A blood sacrifice in this seed.
Well, I expect Eternal here is not gonna, like, going through the note, or going through the hint sheet, realizing, okay, what are the last hint doors that I need to hit here? I think he has one left in Galleon that he hasn't gotten yet. Oh, that might be no, we have Vines. We started with Vines. I don't know, Larock. I don't like that I saw that there's a guitar pad on the Helm, in the Helm lobby, and we started with Vines. Like, it could be...
Well,
that could be something for our peanuts.
I think our most likely thing we find is the bean, and that gets us chunky. It would get us trombone, which get... Actually, it would get us trombone, which would then get us Lanky's 5-0 ship, which would get us sniper, which would get us chunky. That's kind of where we're at this point. Because, like, if you find Key 3, it doesn't help you at all. If you find Peanuts, it also probably doesn't help you at all. Okay, Obiyo's in Aztec collecting medals. Maybe he's chasing the scouring hint, and maybe he miracle pulls Peanuts on Aztec Lanky medal somehow. That would be unbelievable if it's there.
I feel like I mean, unless he's... Oh, I did like this tunnel idea.
Maybe something here? Oh my god, it's a potion. Hang on. Hold.
I could see this being Peanuts, actually. This might be your Peanuts.
Hold. I don't know how it's Peanuts. I just want to believe. All right. Don't tell me. Never tell me the odds.
Oh, it wouldn't explain guitar, actually.
Oh, farts is
but it could be useful. Could be useful with guitar, though.
Yeah, maybe help us get the beam. I don't know. It does. I don't know. It removes some junk from the equation. It's homing ammo! Oh wait, that's actually good! Oh my god! We can go get chunky now! We can go to Lanky Tower! Go! That's actually a crazy spot for homing ammo! Oh my god!
That is an insane pull. Oh god.
This is the best homing ammo you've ever seen in your life! Oh, nice third melon. Oh, that killed the Aztec medals, so we can forget about that.
Yep, no more Aztec medals. I hope that Obiyo immediately goes here to Castle.
Oh yeah, it's Lanky Tower time. That's an insane spot for it. Oh my god.
That's a bit crazy.
So this gets you chunky, which probably gets you Key 3, and then we're just Peanuts away. And I feel like Peanuts is the easiest part of the seed to solve. It's just hard. Or you have a ton of info, and you can maybe find a way, but like. You would do stuff like chase guitar. You jump down for no reason. That's like you could like maybe chase guitar. You could chase like mini feather. You could chase shockwave. Not shockwave. You don't chase shockwave. Maybe like camera, rocket. It's camera. All the things on the path to DK rule. Camera, rocket, mini, feather, guitar. I don't think we have a guitar answer at all.
Wait. Could it
What do
just
you wait?
be Caves Diddy 5-door cabin lower? And that explains the sprint wath.
Where was oranges again?
Linky Mausoleum.
Oh. Oh my god, that would.
Because everything would be pointing to trombone.
Oh, that's... No, because that would
Wait,
put...
no, trombone would be dead. Or trombone's dead, isn't it? Because Force Center and Beans.
That would put Funky on the path to DK rule as well, because that would put Grape on the path.
Right.
That's
okay.
just too much. It
Too
would just
much.
requires too much stuff. Too many problems. Alright, yeah, Obiyo did have to go run and grab some homing ammo, because there isn't any homing ammo in here, which is very annoying. You start with 0.
Yeah, surprising enough, they don't expect you to use homing ammo in here.
Alright.
But we'll go ahead and see if this is chunky. At this point, I think it has to be.
There's just no way it isn't.
Unless it's an unhinged sprint minigame in Lanky Dungeon, and this is completely unrelated.
And for what it's worth, this is Way of the Horde, so like something very good is here. Here's Chunky. All right, is this a
there's
sprint?
Chunky.
Is this the sprint minigame? Oh my god. No, it is not.
Not just a snatch.
It's just a normal minigame. So why do we need sprint for? Is it for the oranges for Diddy Lower Cabin? Why
Did Lower Cabin get you something?
No,
well,
we haven't seen it. Why, God, have you done this to us? I mean, just... Are you kidding me? Can we... Oh, maybe we'll be able to see into Lanky's 5-door ship when Eternal runs around. That's Sniper, right? It's gotta be.
Well, he doesn't have trombone, so he can't check the other one.
It's not Tiny's cabin, because Sax is hinted. It's not that. We can forget about that. And Tiny Cabin have peanuts? No. There's our Chunky Kong. An hour 42. Vin Diesel percent.
An hour 42.
Oh my god, we're leaving that bean behind, I think. At least Obiyo certainly is. He doesn't need the Beanstalk anymore. He's got his Key 7, he's got all his Kongs. We can forget about it. Only thing on his mind is Peanut. And
Peanut and Key 3.
But
I think Key 3 being on Chunky's metal, I think is super likely.
Feeling pretty good about that at this point. You have all your Kongs. You can just go get all the medals and just assume it's there. Do we have any DDK rule hints that don't hit Key 3? Actually, no. That's a little scary.
No.
So it could be on the boss.
No.
It could be on the boss.
Barrels is not... Well, it could be a non-barrels boss.
Right.
Fair enough.
The one weirdness we have is Spring or Blast is path to Key 3. Which would only really line up if...
Well, that had to get you Funky.
Oh, it got us Funky,
I mean,
right.
the coconut... Yeah, the coconut angle here doesn't make sense if it's the boss.
Right, and then, yeah, so we have Key 3 that doesn't lead to...
I don't think it can be the boss, because otherwise Funky is irrelevant.
Yeah, Funky doesn't make any sense. There's just nothing going on. Good lord, what's happening in here? That's a great question. We think we're on the right track. Maybe. All Obiyo needs is Peanuts. He's one move away. And it's a very, very... Well, okay, also, he needs to scoop up Chunky's medal here. We're pretty sure it's Chunky's medal here for Key 3, and we're good to go. Well, we're mostly good to go. We've taken some mental damage on the way down, but we think we're getting there. And then it's just something...
Just finding Peanut.
Something guitar?
Which, yeah, we have a lot of info for, but not a lot of answers. The only thing that's very interesting, that probably is the easiest to narrow down, is we do have guitar path to Diddy that's not answered whatsoever.
Also, we have a Way of the Horde sprint?
Oh, we also have a Way of the Horde sprint.
I think you're right. I think the only way this makes sense, or everything converges on Lower Cabin in the end. I think. Because sprint got us oranges. Maybe it gets us something on the Beetle race and we just pop off. Oh my god. Oh my god, the Beetle has something.
The Beetle?
There's our Key 3?
There's our Key 3 on Chunky Metal.
Is this our Peanuts? On the Beetle race? Holy moly.
Wait, does Mini Feather and Camera make any sense for Beetle Race?
Where was Balloon? Balloon was bought at Candy. Feather Mini? Sprint was Mushroom Exterior? It's the Freakus Splat. The Slam was Rocket Barrel Guitar. Guitar was bought in a shop.
So, here's the thing. I think this is a really important piece to the puzzle, but this is not going to be Peanut.
No, it's because Feather and Mini got us barrels, which got us a Slam, which means Feather and Mini locks the other Slam somewhere.
But
this
then
is one
barrels
slam
would
lock.
be. Oh, okay. If Mini and
Feather Mini.
if the other slam is on
Force.
Spider Boss,
Or I think it's on the Spider Boss. Oh my god.
that
If
be
this is Peanuts,
crazy.
the red slam is on the Spider Boss, and then we are in hell because now Eternal would have a leg up on Obiyo, and Obiyo has a leg up on Eternal, and they're like in a twister match where nobody's winning.
I don't. So here's the thing. I think Obiyo is more likely to pull this because he still does not have an answer for sprints.
He's also in caves, which helps a lot. So that's it. He's where he needs to be. He just doesn't know.
Like
it.
there are 2 sprint checks here. I would not be surprised if he's got that on his checklist right now.
Right. He might also be thinking.
Meanwhile,
maybe he's
pulling-
thinking lower cabin. I don't know.
Is this charge or is this
Oh
just
my god, it's
Peanuts?
Peanuts.
What?
Oh my god. How do you get guitar to DK roll? Where?
I mean,
where's guitar?
I think the only thing.
No, because guitar
Like,
guitar locks barrels. So guitar locks punch?
if guitar locks punch, then guitar locks both your slams.
Oh my god. No, it has to be guitar.
What?
Wait, yeah, it has to be guitar locking punch, so that Mini and Feather can also lock the other slam on the Spider Boss. That's so messed up.
This seed, oh
They
my
both
god! You
both
have
slams would have to be
insane.
guitar lock.
You have insane slam logic. You have insane Aztec Llama Temple logic. No wonder this is an entire mess.
The slam wasn't bait. The slam wasn't bait. The slam was real. And now Eternal gets to go get his key 8 because he can go beat Helm. Obiyo's checking the Ice Castle though. It's looking pretty good for him. It's looking pretty good for him.
I think Obiyo, once he stumbles on Peanut, he's good to go. Because he'll have his Peanut, and then that's basically it for all the K-Rool phase stuff, and then he's got all the keys too, so... And we know we've gotten 2%ed once, we're not gonna get 2%ed again. So I think Obiyo here is just majorly in the lead here. I don't know how...
There you go.
I don't know how he gets tripped up by this.
And you know why? You know why he got there? Homing ammo.
Homing ammo.
Homing ammo. Homing ammo skipped.
God.
Homing ammo skipped 3 steps of this chain. You need the bean to get trombone, to get sniper, to get chunky, and homing ammo wipes the slate clean and just knocks 3 requirements off the board. Magnificent. Chef's kiss. Put it in the Louvre.
As far as I know, we really have no idea where this bean is.
What is Obiyo doing? How is he sprinting and sliding? What did he just do there? What happened? No, Spike, I'm afraid we are skipping the bean. This is Obiyo's last thing he needs. This is the peanut pop guns he needs to beat Helm and beat K. Rool. As long as he doesn't fail the Beetle race, which is not a given apparently. I don't like his pace. The Beetle is going to overtake him on this ramp. Yeah, look at this. Look at the minigame that Eternal's doing right now. They both saw this minigame and just got absolutely smoked by it.
they both have been to Helm before thinking they could complete it.
Just absolutely devastating. And even if they had beaten Helm, it wouldn't have changed anything because there's nothing to back Helm. It's just mental damage that they just couldn't beat Helm when they got there. It's just so mean.
It's feeling like you wasted like 2 minutes.
Oh my god.
Which just sets in more panic, which means that it's harder to think.
Team, where's the bean? I don't think we have any idea where the bean is. That's crazy.
Nah, because I mean, like, I'm trying to think. Your only answer.
I think it's barrels locked. I don't think we have barrels to Kongs, and I think that's the case. I don't think we have barrels to Kongs.
Then is it just a random boss has the bean?
That would be horrifying. Don't put the bean in Helm. No, that's banned. We're not doing that. That does not sound okay, okay? We're not doing that today. That would... Oh. Yeah, so barrels is the key 7 in Kongs, which lines up with the center and beanstalk path, except we already know we need barrels to move the boulder off the trombone pad to get access to roof dirt. So we have a reason for barrels for key 7, but I don't think we have a reason for barrels for Kongs. Because let's try and map this out. Tiny was Strong Kong Bongos locked. Bongos was free. Strong Kong was free. And Rocket Barrel. Rocket Barrel was a starting move.
Yeah, and DK was just in the shop.
DK's in a shop, so then Chunky, let's unpack Chunky. Unpack the absolute train wreck that is Chunky Kong. Holy moly. Grape, which was bought by Funky, which you needed Blast and Feather for. Blast was locked by Camera Rocket.
Camera Rocket Spring. Which then includes bongos, which, not barrels, so we still haven't gotten barrels on that path. Also need Sniper, which we think is trombone locked, we don't even know, which is bean locked, which God knows where the bean is. That's the missing step that we can't solve. That's the missing bit that we haven't figured out yet, which we think barrels is maybe the missing link here. Yeah. So the thing is, barrels locks one slam, but it doesn't lock both. So I think it has to be a barrels check directly.
Right, which would fit pretty well on a boss. I mean, there's just no way
especially especially knowing it leads to Chunky and it's not anything Chunky does with barrels, like
that knocks out like 90% of the barrel checks.
Yeah.
Eternal's getting the bad news of doing every other Jape's medal and not pulling it and realizing it is indeed Chunky's medal. You need Chunky, good luck. Wow.
And all of this is just finding a homing ammo on the quicksand tunnel. Which I thought there was a chance that might help lead us to Peanut, but wasn't the case. But still,
it's so funny.
I made the big difference here.
We were in the process of like ruling it out. Like, nah, this can't be our Peanut. That's so sad. And then it just like hits us with the homing ammo. Like the one thing that could be completely unhinted that actually helps us. Like the one miracle pull. Oh.
Yeah, because honestly, like, if the bean was on a bot, I think Obiyo might be the only one who's checked a single boss. Maybe Eternal. I might have checked the castle boss too. I don't know.
Yeah, they might have gotten checked.
But the castle boss, I think, is the only one that's been checked.
I think they were checking the castle boss, just like praying, hoping and praying that Chunky was there and it wasn't on Lanky Tower.
Yeah.
Anywhere but there, man. Oh, brother.
Well, I will say, Peanuts is also path to. Or nothing is path to Diddy that's not path to Free Kong, so it could be this boss.
Oh, we made it out. We made it out in time.
This is one I would not have wanted to race, man. Like
it's tough.
A little spicy for my tastes.
You gotta just like. You gotta use every ounce of information you have to work with to like maybe assemble a partial world that kind of makes sense. Just, barrels. We assume barrels lock both slams. We don't actually know that for sure.
Guitar probably locks both slams. We think guitar definitely locks one slam in caves, and then we think guitar locks.
Right. Barrels definitely does not lock both slams. Guitar locks both. They lock it in different ways because we think the theorized second slam spot is the spider boss, and if it's on the spider boss, then that would mean the feather and mini that you use to get barrel throwing to get the slam in caves would also be needed for the slam on the spider boss. And then the guitar you use to get the slam in caves would presumably find you Punch somewhere. We don't know where Punch is, and that's the last missing piece of the spider boss. So it's like two diverging paths that then reconverge later, which is like messed up. Ugh. Gross.
It's crazy. I thought it was bad enough that Feather locked your Aztec
Absolutely.
or locked your Llama Temple, and then this seed was like, how about an either or that rejoins earlier in the dependency chain?
That's just messed up. Oh.
I think the seed is worth framing. One of the most interesting logic seeds to have been generated in a while. But unfortunately, still like with no real direction towards the beam.
Yeah, it's giving me pause for thought. Like, what kind of hint helps you here? Is it just, like, if the bean gets hinted, does that solve everything?
Well, like once you get the bean, you can get trombone, and then I think you get sniper in Lanky's 5-door, and that just gets you your Chunky.
Let's just say you had one more hint to allocate in the seed. What's the one thing you want hinted here? Like, what's the most important thing remaining that needs to be hinted? I think it just has to be the bean, right? If Eternal had a bean hint, I feel like he just solves the seed really quick.
Yeah, I think if anything pointed to like, even then it's like, you do technically have barrels to work with, but man, is it like. There are a lot of barrels checks that, I don't know. It's just like, do you really want to be checking every boss for a bean right now?
Yeesh.
When you feel like you have, I mean, maybe in Eternal's case right now, that would be the case, but My notes up here are a freaking mess. I can't assume what his notes look like currently.
I know. My colorful spreadsheet is just a patchwork quilt of madness. Unhinted coconut and factory funky is needed? What do we need coconut for?
It was needed for Chunky's metal logically.
Chunky's metal? Yeah, I think logically, yeah. Kinda helps. Things on shops aren't too scary though. We saw that like 10 minutes in. No big deal.
Yeah, I mean, both of them picked up coconut. Just the massive difference here was really just homing. That Obiyo picked up that Eternal wasn't able to find.
Madness. Only madness lies beyond in this seed. Case of the missing bean. When the world needed it most. Finished. Obiyo, finishing up in the boot. I think this is the last phase, so it's a matter of time. This is about a 2-minute phase. He's gonna cut the 2, so
cutting the 2 on this seed is fairly impressive.
It's wild and crazy this seed is. It all kind of panned out. Got there in the end. Where was Honky Chunky? Great question. Who knows?
We think it would have to be Coconut Lock, which is like what?
At least
20% of DK64.
At least Funky Locked, I think, right? I think that's it.
Oh yeah. Well.
So that could be.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Could be Grape Locked. Could be Coconut Locked. Could be.
Check a Legends.
Check on. Sold.
I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if the peanuts have all been to 3. Could be Check a Legends.
Oh my god, that's the 100 CB noise that you like never hear. That's crazy. A crazy sound effect just proc. Man, we skipped a bean. That's crazy. Unbelievable. We were all over the place in the seed too. We weren't sure if it was like a Mad Jack or like we were on the Mad Jack train for a while. We were on the this seed went all over the place. I don't even know what to make of it.
Yeah, could you believe at like the 20-minute mark we were saying, oh, this is probably a jet. And then boom, we were hit with a massive camera path. Boom, we were hit with a massive rocket path.
And Rool is hitting the mat. That's a GG. Obiyo takes first place with a time of 1:57.48. He survives this. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to play this seed. This was something.
Absolutely unbelievable. We'll see if we can pull them in a second. Survive and advance in the bracket. Not over for Eternal. There's a loser's bracket. And he shall continue to fight on. Alright. Let's go pull in Obiyo, welcome. GG's.
GG.
You've made it. You've gotten there.
Yeah, what a seed, huh?
That was quite a seed. We kind of had like the whole note sheet just burning down after we were trying to connect all the dots together. We think we have a working theory, but why don't you give us a couple of your own thoughts about the seed?
I was very lost. Basically, the only reason I even finished by this time is because I was like, hey, I'm completely lost. I don't know where Peanut is, because at that point I had marked down anything that slammed 2 and above related to only Kong, because that Igloo hint. Even though Sprint was like Way of the Horde, so like that Beetle race in my head was like, oh, it's on that path to that mega Kong path for Chunky. And I also was not really thinking that Chunky was going to be useful. Like, I didn't think Key 3 was on Chunky. I thought Key 3 was on Peanut with Diddy. So in my head, it's like, oh, it's a Chunky-less seed, so I'm not going to chase that whole path. So I didn't have Peanut yet or anything. So I'm like, okay, I'm missing so many things. I'm lost. I'm just going to do scouring hints, one of which was the tunnels, and then I found homing. I was like, well, might as well get Chunky at that point. And then it kind of saved me there, but otherwise I was very lost.
Just a wild and crazy turn of events. Hello, Eternal, joining us as well. GG's.
GG's.
Crazy seed. We were just lost all over the place in that one. It was looking like we had some working theories, like, okay, you could work with the knowledge of a blue vial and the beanstalk. You can work around that, but then it's like, okay, well, the bean has to come up eventually, and we went all over the place on what that blue vial was. It was like, well, maybe it's O stand, and then you find O stand. Well, maybe it's balloon, and then you find balloon. Well, maybe it's, oh no, that means it's like grape or trombone, and that's like kind of good. So, ah. And well, then it became a matter of, okay, which blue vial is it? Because then which chunky check it is in castle then starts to matter a lot. Because if it's like grape, then okay, all well, that's kind of bad. Because then you would have to get it to do the grape checks. If it's trombone, you might be able to weasel around it if it's like the mausoleum or something. And it just absolute monstrosity.
Yeah, at first I thought it was gonna be like mausoleum because of sprint, but then we got the tower hint. I was like, well, chunky is there for sure. And then I was like, well. Like, I don't know for you, Eternal, but for me, it was like, I thought for the longest time that it was a Chunky-less seed.
Yeah, I thought
Until I got Key 3. Like, I got Chunky because I pulled homing, and I was like, well, might as well check Key 3. And I wasn't really believing it, but then I actually got Key 3. I was like, wow, okay, that's actually not a Chunky-less seed, and yeah, that was surprising.
If it was on anything other than Chunky Metal and Japes, I think I won. Like, I thought it was completely Chunky-less, and then... It's just a homing diff.
So
this is further proof that the bean is evil and should completely be removed. I'm glad that Obiyo won without it. I'm glad the viewers did not get to see it.
Do we even know where it is?
Just, I don't care where it. I didn't even bother to look. I don't care where it is.
Amen. That's entirely reasonable. No idea.
Our working theory is it's probably a random barrels boss.
Whatever.
Not great. Not great. Yep. It's pretty bad.
It's just so bad, man. I was so pissed.
There's so much diabolical logic in here to like work around the slams, especially, was just unbelievably unhinged.
Yeah, so we were crunching our calculators over here, and already it was kind of hard to like. We were like, oh, we'll be really impressed if they realize it's feather for logical access into Llama Temple. But then once we figured out the slam logic, we're like, why was Peanut just on the Beetle race? It's like, well, your guitar locked one of your slams, and now, like, we're pretty sure that your guitar has to lock Punch, so that Punch and Mini and Feather can lock the other slam on Spider Boss, so that Feather and Mini to Diddy also makes sense. There's a lot going on with the logic here that I'm sure, like,
also,
if I was...
I only did Beetle race because Sprint was off, and I thought Mini and Feather had to lock Slam before somewhere. That's the only reason why I did it.
Well, what's so crazy about that is that the DK roll hints are pointing at that slam, and it only works if we think the slam is exactly on the Spider Boss. Just, oh my God, what? How did this happen? It's crazy.
But then where's Punch?
It's guitar locked.
Yeah,
it also has to be Punch has to be guitar locked as well in this world. So there's some hoops you have to jump through to make this one work.
What guitar lock thing are we missing?
I have no.
I was about to go do lower cabin.
The one thing
it could be lower cabin.
5-door ship?
What's a possibility? 80's 5-door ship.
The
maybe?
one thing
I don't think you guys looked in there. 3-pack.
The one thing I called out, which I don't know if either of you checked, I do think the Helm lobby pad is a guitar.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
we started with vines, maybe.
Oh my God.
I mean, I can just go back and check real quick.
I'm not opening that seat again.
Oh,
it's
that's
demonic.
Punch. Oh,
it's cursed. There's no way
Quarantined.
I'm opening that seat again. Yeah, no. I can't wait for my season 4 vacation. You guys do not understand.
Gassed into the fire.
You guys do not understand like how bad I just want out.
Listen, I was playing as well, and I was like, "Yep, this is it. I'm in lower bracket now." Like the entire seat, I was thinking.
You have no idea how hard I slammed my desk when I saw the boss didn't have key 3. You have no idea. You have no clue. I thought I had it.
Seismic
and
waves.
I checked every metal in Japes, and it wasn't there. Did you also get wrecked in Helm by the Diddy 2%?
Yes, I did.
That was just so mean.
We saw Obiyo go there first, and then we saw the Peanut minigame. I'm like, oh, it feels so bad. You wasted like 2.5 minutes, and now you're like panicking that you did. But no, a minute later, Eternal's like, well, I better go to Helm.
As well.
So
that's just so mean. It's so unnecessary. Like, they didn't have to do that. Like, the seed could have just let you clear Helm, and you would have been like, all right, well, let's go get the rest of the stuff.
The seed had to do that. What do you mean? It's like, it's just only proper that the seed would do this to us. What do you mean? It's season 4. You've not played enough season 4, apparently. If you think that's like not supposed to do that to you.
Forget divine providence. We got unholy providence here. The accursed seed.
Oh my god, man.
Capped off by no rabbit sightings. Curious.
How many was the tunnel scouring? Is that what it was?
Homing was in the quicksand cave. We think
Yep.
Lanky's 5-door ship has sniper with trombone on the beanstalk, and without knowing where the bean is, it's gone on the winds. Nice
Funky
pull.
was to 3 free Kongs.
Yeah.
Okay, it makes sense then. I thought it was 3 something else. If it's free Kongs, then yeah.
Like we have a solve for the seed just in a very very narrow window of stuff. It's just
It
messed
includes the bean, but
Wow.
Yeah.
we don't care
Like,
about
okay, no. Oh, no. I just went into Lanky 5-door ship. It's grab.
what?
it. It gets worse.
What?
Oh no!
Excuse me?
I found someone's in chat's asking. I found Shockwave by chasing camera because camera to 7 wasn't solved in my.
That Shockwave is diabolical. You get hints for it in Aztec, but finding Shockwave before then is like crazy.
Yeah. I mean, the bean locks the prod. Yeah, I know. Okay,
I guess it does.
Grabbing there is crazy. Grabbing there. Oh my god.
And then that
Now
coconut,
what?
you got
It's like
funky?
now what? Now what after that? It's like, where the hell are you supposed to find sniper?
No clue.
Good luck.
Just in factory.
Maybe
somehow.
factory.
It's just gotta be in factory, I guess. That's just yeah, because funky.
Yeah, maybe in prod.
Prod could be something. Well, I mean, you take out the prod for sure.
Yeah,
but-
Funky's pet the Kongs, even though he sells you grape, like he also sells you coconut. So I guess there's.
Yeah.
I
I mean, it's coconut for 2
gross.
reasons. It's probably it can be minecart. It can be R&D. I don't think levers had anything. I think I checked.
Oh my god, what a seed. Alright, for all you sickos out there who enjoyed this seed and you want to watch more, here you go. Follow this channel. DK64 Speedruns. We got all the action for you. We got more Season 4 tournament matches just as well. And if you want to catch all the DK64 action, because good lord, there's a lot, come on down to discord.dk64randomizer.com and you will get an absolute overload on Donkey Kong 64, all things Donkey Kong 64 Randomizer, Archipelago, Tourney, every other setting string under the sun. Doesn't even have to be Season 4. Some of us might escape Season 4 prison at some point. Crazy.
Rage soon. Really hope.
Soon.
I mean, good luck next. Probably gonna be good Charles Obiyo. Good luck.
Yeah,
I'll see you
probably.
losers
Thanks.
soon.
Good luck.
I'll see you.
No. You know what though? On the bracket rivalry stream, I said I was gonna beat Charles, so I will beat Charles next round.
I'll be rooting for. I'll be rooting for you.
You heard it here
the
first.
declaration.
Dethrone him. Take him down. Do it for me.
Go all the way.
Do
Listen,
it for the bean haters. Okay.
exactly. But listen, last time we both were in a race, I won against him. So, just saying.
I like it.
Just saying.
What I'm hearing.
There's a will. There's a way.
Hell yeah. Any given seat. I mean, look at this one. God.
Yeah, just
Have
give me a
Little King-
beat casino
have Little
again,
King-
and then.
Yeah, have Little King make another seat and it'll be up in the air. No, you don't know what will happen.
Yeah, can
Yeah,
you
guys-
request race mods?
Yeah. Can we request the Little King again? Like it keeps working out. You know?
Remains to be seen.
Oh my god.
Nevertheless, Eternal, Obiyo, it's been a pleasure. GG's. Best of luck. Carrying
GG's.
forward in the bracket, wherever you may, wherever the winds take you. I'll see. K-Man, pleasure.
Been a pleasure.
GG's to all. All parties involved. And a good night to you all. I'll wrap it up for us here at DK64randomizer.com. We'll catch you in the next one, whenever that one is. If you want to know when it is, Discord at DK64randomizer.com. I said it again. Boom, more pitch. Oh, YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. Bang. Hit you with a mix-up on that cadence. They'll never see it coming. Well, that's actually a wrap. See you in the next one. Soon enough. Morning.
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 When it-